Beep. What'd it do?
I need a beer.
Oh, have one. You're not drinking a beer?
Free beer. This is a free beer.
Bro, you got the hams too. My buddy, he drives a tour bus for bands, and he was preaching the word of the hams to me. I've never had.
We're gonna have some hams tonight, boy.
He was preaching the word. He said hams is the greatest, cheapest beer I've ever had.
What does he have a CDL for that?
I don't fucking know. I never asked.
I think you would need a commercial driver's license to drive a tour bus.
I don't know. You can rent RVs and shit, right? You don't need a commercial driver's license to rent RVs,
No,
right?
you can rent RVs. No.
Same shit as renting an RV, no?
I don't think so. I think well, I don't know.
Well,
So my buddy.
to be fair, the bands that these guys are, they're probably lucky if they're in a minivan. So.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Let's be realistic here, you know.
I thought you were talking like he did the Scorpions tour '86.
Nah, he do Sacred Reich and Crowbar and no one you give a fuck about.
No, I don't like that stuff.
Nah, that's okay though.
It's kind of awful, and I don't like it. But I'll be the first to tell you that punk rock's like the worst music you're ever gonna hear. It's just a bunch of. And Mikey put something on one of his things that was like, oh, people like talk about this is punk and that's punk. And I said, you know what punk is, man? I'll tell you what punk is. Me getting drunk, listening to terrible music, and telling people to fuck off. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And nobody said anything because you know how people like to say stuff.
Yeah. Well, especially Mikey's
cold hams for the working man.
Mikey has a lot of faggot friends, it seems like.
You know, man, this ain't so bad.
It's free. It tastes awesome. Free beer.
It does taste. There's something about free beer, the way it tastes.
It could like you could have like the same 30-pack that was sitting side by side at the store. The one you bought, like it depends on if you earned it or not. If you had a hard day at work, it could taste awful. But if it's free, it's always gonna taste good.
You know, like someone can hand you a Bud Light lime. You're like, it's delicious.
I don't know about that. You're going a little far now.
Shit, man. I don't look a gift beer horse in the mouth.
That's true. I'm debating whether I want to go be marching in the Memorial Day parade on Monday.
Hey, listen, man. Go out there, show some pride.
I got my fucking special uniform with my hat.
Get your picture taken, be in the paper. Come on, man.
Maybe. I don't know. But I also got to be there at 8:15 in the morning.
Yeah, you'll be up at the garden. You got to take the dog out, so you might as well stop by for a quick
I usually start. I've been cranking myself out of bed about 9:30 lately because I've been going to bed late. I've been going to bed at like 4.
Well, you're staying up and working, right? And then
I've been working late. So.
Yeah.
Getting up early, it's a little. I don't like that shit.
Well, you know that crazy stuff. To waking up, never fun.
My little brother, when he was a kid, he used to just lose his mind when he'd get woken up. He'd be like, he'd be screaming bloody murder and stuff. I mean, I never had a problem getting up.
No, I'd be pissed off, miserable. But once I was like physically out of bed, no problem. And I was one of those guys like, I don't give a fuck how sick I was. If I could get out of bed, I'm going to work.
Yeah.
And that's not the best thing in the world to do because you get everybody else sick. But I ain't missing a day's pay, motherfucker.
Well, if you're paying me to stay home, then yeah, fuck yeah.
I ain't missing a day's pay. Fuck you.
Cold beer for the worker, man. You need to buy that cold beer, you know. Oh, my cigarette. My back is hurting today. Fucking 5 hours of pulling weeds. Oh, did you hear that fart? Holy shit, that was a good one. Sounded like I shit my pants.
Got to pull those weeds though. You got some nice gardening gloves so you don't get like all fingers cut by them sticky things.
Bro, I use fucking construction gloves for that bitch.
Yeah. You got that gypsum weed in there?
I'm not sure what that is, but we got what's called Japanese knotweed. Oh, I hate this cocksucking stuff. It sucks the fuck out of the water in the ground. It's like a big straw just sucking the water. And the way it flowers at the end of the year, it has these, it's like dandelions out. It has the seeds that go out like that. So you got to pick those cocksuckers before they fucking flower. Burn them, motherfuckers.
Because they're just... No, but they got this gypsum weed that grows, right? And it's called the devil's flower or the devil's weed, because it has these little like pods that have seeds in them, like the seed pods. And if you take them, like you trip like a motherfucker.
I think that was the one I found last year. Do you remember the pod that had all the spikes in it?
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Yeah, that was the one I found. I've only seen one of those pods. I've never
That
seen
shit-
another one of those pods.
That shit's poison as hell, but people take it and they trip, and it's like a nightmare trip, they say.
I fucking forgot. I left it sitting on the porch to dry out. I wanted to see what the spikes. I gotta go find that because it's probably still in the pile of fucking firewood out there.
There's another name for it. I didn't know. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like some kind of drug called, it started with a D, but it turns out it's gypsum weed.
It's probably pretty gay.
No, they say it's like hardcore. Like I was watching some guy who was like on it on YouTube, and he's like, it's been like a month, and he's just like freaked out. Yeah, it's crazy shit, dude. You gotta check out, look into it. It's like fucking like a torture chamber of like tripping.
He said it's been a month.
He's like, it's been like a month. Yeah, some dude, this guy's just like, you could just see he was just like. I'll send you the video if I can find it.
I'll check that shit out.
Oh, it's hilarious, man. But like I was listening to, you know how they do like the Reddit stories or whatever, and the guy was reading about people tripping on this shit, and they're like, "Oh man, I was seeing blood pour out of the fucking blood was." I was like, "Oh, that's crazy."
That's awesome. I'd like to take one thing and trip for a month straight. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, this guy said like he ended up naked in somebody else's house, and they like took care of him. Like they gave him clothes and shit. They gave him bus money to get back to where he was from. I mean, they could be making the shit up, but it was wild.
I don't know. I would have called the cops if it was me. Some fucking weirdo you don't know shows up naked.
Well, maybe they were hippies, and you know.
I don't like hippies, bro.
Me neither.
I really don't like hippies.
Yeah, and you know what? Like the hippies are the most like angriest, like forceful people to you, but now like the modern hippies, they think they're badasses in the street. And they're like, we're gonna bring violence. It's like, motherfucker, if you try to bring violence, you're gonna meet some violent people.
Yeah, that's what it is. Violence begets violence. If you think you're tough, there's always gonna be somebody tougher than you.
Run into some angry construction workers and try to pull that bullshit.
Oh man. Oh, bro. So I told you the story about how I decorated the pump house.
Yes.
Oh, that was a good one, right?
It does, and you know what, man? It looks wonderful. But see, the only problem is it's all them leaves are gonna dry up and die, so they're gonna have to get some more.
The whole thing is I stacked the branches like crazy. It should give me a week or two. It's better than nothing.
Oh, you'll get more than that.
Yeah, but it's like I hid it underneath. I just took all the branches from the trees that got taken down, went stacked them up, and I hid it.
Now you could see that from your property.
You not anymore.
But now, if before you decorated it, you could see it.
If you walked into the backyard, yeah.
Okay, but you can't see it from if you look out the window.
No, you'd have to. It would have to be like during the fall. You could probably see it out of one window in the back of the house. One of them.
Okay, when there's no leaves, no nothing.
Yeah, but that's when you'd be able to see it. Still, fuck them.
Fuck them.
Oh, bro. It was fun. I started it. I was like, and I just kept bringing more and more over, and then it just eventually devoured it.
Just say they all fell there for some reason. It was crazy.
Oh,
never seen nothing like it.
The best part is that, like, it starts right where they are. There's a dead tree right there that's still standing. They fucking fell. What the fuck do you want me to say? Oh, they fell.
I love saying stuff like that. Like, you know, if there's something that you may or may not have done, I don't know, man. I have
no idea what you're talking about. Oh man, we went to a call. I told you about this new firefighter we got here that's a little fucked up.
Yeah, mister, I'm gonna jump out of the truck when we're doing 35.
Yeah. So mister, I want to jump out of the truck when we're doing 35. We get a call and I had to take the brush truck. It's just a pickup truck. So I'm driving. He's really like I don't think he's bad to it or nothing. He just really wants to help, and it's fucking annoying as fuck. Because behind, like, it's a regular pickup truck, like a dual cab one, and then they put the harnesses for the radio. They hang it from the headrest on the seat. And when I'm driving, I like to drive like a black man with my head on the headrest because that's what it's for, you know. This motherfucker's yanking at the, not even saying nothing, just yanking like, motherfucker, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I was trying to get it for you. I was like, nigga,
what?
Listen, yeah, it was trying to get me the radio thing, even though that ain't for me. When you were a quadrant, you got your special own radio up in front you be grabbing. That's up there. It's like, nigga, what? And then we're trying, it was a tree that fell down with some electrical wires. We're trying to put caution tape. I give it to one of the other firefighters. He goes and ties it, and I'm bringing it across the road trying to do it. This motherfucker, because it's twisted, he starts trying to yank it from me and untwist it. And it's like, dude, I have to cut it off the fucking line first before you do it. And he's like, yank it out of my hands. I'm like, yelling at him, like, bro, calm the fuck down. He goes, dude, it seems like you're riding me. I'm like, bro, it seems like you're not leaving me the fuck alone. If I'm doing something, unless I specifically ask you to do something, don't do anything. Stand there. Just watch. That's all. Like with firefighting, like nobody's gonna really tell you to do a lot of things. That doesn't happen. You kind of just have to know what to do and go and do it. And then when you like, I understand you want to go do stuff. Don't fuck with me when I'm doing my stuff. I'm trying to, you're getting at my toes right now. I don't like that. I don't like that shit.
He can think he's getting ridden all the time, but he's hindering more than helping.
That's all it is, because it's making life harder. With the radio pulling that was annoying. I was like, motherfucker, it was pulling on me. It's just annoying. Doing with the caution tape, it was just making the job harder. It's just literally putting up a thing of caution tape. It doesn't need to be difficult. I understand it's crooked. Like who gives a fuck? It's yellow tape across the road and we made an X with it. Who gives a fuck if you can read it?
Shit.
Who gives a shit if you can fucking read it?
What is this, Better Homes and Gardens?
But when it's like in all reality, when it's still on a fucking 1,000-foot roll, tell me how you're gonna untwist that when I haven't cut it yet. Tell me how you're gonna untwist that. It's gonna go right back the way it was. You're gonna do until I cut that motherfucker and twist it from the end. It ain't gonna do a fucking.
Because it's twisted. You can't.
People are fucking stupid.
Man.
Stupid.
Well, and in my traveling through life doing different things, when you first get there on a new job or a new this or a new that, you stand back and watch and you see what's going on.
Exactly. Until they say, yo, can you hand me this? Can you do this?
Or if you see something that like, oh, this is, and you take care, like, but just stand and watch.
Yeah. That's how it is. And like, especially with a firefight, like you've never been, like it's literally your second fucking time you ever been on a truck. Like from now on, if I'm telling that motherfucker to just sit on a truck.
Yeah. Just watch. Just watch.
That's what I did. I didn't do a fucking thing for months and months and months before I was told to. Like after all this. And he's the type of person, I guess, if you're not telling him to, he like freaks out, like not do anything. Just stand there, nigga. You ain't get paid. Yeah. You ain't.
Observe.
Yeah. Observe, make a book report, and then come back to me with that.
See, the best thing to do is when you're like a rookie, shut your mouth and listen.
Yeah.
Shut your fucking mouth and listen. And that's the best way to learn.
Oh, this dude likes talking and yapping and stuff. Oh, bro. I don't like that. Yeah, it's like a lot of the people there, it's like, we're not dicks or nothing. It's just, there's nothing really important to talk about, so shut the fuck up. There's not, there's nothing important to say. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna go talk like I would with my wife. Like, how's your day? What's you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I ain't gonna do that. I don't. Most of these motherfuckers I don't even really like.
It's just you're just there with a common goal.
Yeah, that's it.
Help the community out. Help everybody out. Get you out of the house. Give you something to do. You have a certain kind of bond going on, and you know that when there's dirty shit going on, like all the guys, so you're like, all right, that's Jim, and so you're gonna be
Jim the cocksucker.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. When I was a young apprentice and they'd send me on new jobs, I'd get there and I would introduce myself and shake everybody's hand. And then, because that was just, nobody told me to do it, but it was just the right thing to do.
Well, you want to know who you're working with.
What's that?
I like to know people's names who I'm working with.
Like, they didn't know me, so what was I supposed to do? Just, like, sit there quiet or, like, nah, hey, what's up, fellas? I'm Joker, the new apprentice. How you doing? I just walk over and shake everybody. Like, hey, Bill. And I can't remember nobody's name, but, that, and then everybody's like, that's a good kid right there, Yeah.
This dude, I think he's, like, in his 40s, and he's got blonde hair, and he's got, like, one of those pulled-back ponytails where it's, like, an inch long. Like, so it's, like, a little dick sticking out the... Oh, man, it's fucking...
Is it a man bun?
You can't even. I couldn't even call it a man. It's like a wannabe man bun.
Oh, bun? How you gonna have a wannabe man bun?
You couldn't fold that over to make the bun. Couldn't. It's impossible.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. Terrible. I get it, like, man, like being around a fire, volunteering and stuff, you get a lot of fucked up people. A lot of fucked up people, man.
Oh yeah.
There's this fucking one dude, he lives on the block. He's like been trying to friend request me on Facebook. I see all the time in these sales groups on the Facebooks, there's women saying, stay away from this guy. He'll try to buy something from you and then show up and try to forcefully do your hair.
What?
Yeah.
What is he like? Like what? I got scissors and a comb with me.
He's what's the politically correct word for this? He's a retard. One of the like a retard.
Like slow, or is he like Down syndrome?
He got a like a weird face, the funny face ones, and a little slow, but he obviously knows what he's trying to do with these women. So it's like you want to blame. I think it's just like a physical thing. I don't think it's a mental thing really, but he is kind of fucked up in the head. I don't know. I think he just uses it more as an excuse for something.
I don't know. Is he a fireman?
No, he tried to be, and then when they refused him because of these social media posts, he went and spread things saying, "Oh, they refused me because of my disability."
Oh, but it was because he was a creeper.
Yeah, it was going all over Facebook talking shit. That's like, bro, like we can't. It's not like we can't engage in the shit talking back because you just can't.
Nah.
You gotta keep that level. It's like, bro, I have screenshots of women. What you saying about doing their hair, like, really weird.
What do you want to do? Like a French twist, motherfucker?
He's trying to hit on him, but it's I don't know. It's
This is the best way to hit on broads. Hey, stupid, you want to go on a couple dates?
Just call him stupid or ugly, and you hit him.
Yeah. And
But
you take him on a couple dates.
Yeah, that's it. Been doing that since I was 4 years old in the playground. You just punch him a little bit, call him ugly.
Hey, ugly, get over here.
Hey, ugly, get over here. Yeah, but you just can't have that. It's the more and more I go to this, there's funky fucking people, bro. Funky people.
Well, you live in the mountains too, so that's crazy.
This dude's a renter up here. This dude just started renting up here.
Oh, you got to watch out for them renters.
I don't like renters, man. You don't own your house. Oh, the best part, we had a residence meeting the other night. I went to that. He showed up there with, I don't know if it's another, how do you say politically correct, retard, but it's a female retard. I don't know if it was his sister or somebody told me it was his daughter, and I can't believe this guy would actually get somebody to fuck him, and let alone have a kid with him. I don't fucking believe that. I think it was his sister. But the mom was there with him, and she fucking smacked him in the head a couple because he kept volunteering. He wanted to volunteer to be president, volunteer to be treasurer. Like,
oh, okay, yeah. So,
God, I was gonna like volunteer, like I was asked to too, but if I have to deal with people like that, I don't think I'm gonna. I can't hold my tongue very well, and I'm bound to say something that somebody's not gonna like. Bound to say.
See, I gotta, I can only be patient for so long, and plus I'm just like a complete lunatic. So you don't want me in charge of anything.
Yeah, I'm just from New York. That's the way I talk. If you're acting like an asshole, I'm gonna call you an asshole. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's it's just how it is up there.
Don't mean nothing by it, unless I do. In that case, yeah.
Well, you got a lot of guys around there, like it's like these guys when you see them, they're like, "Hey, what's up, jerk off?"
I do the same thing.
He's like, "Hey, what's up?"
That's how we talk.
You're like, "Hey, jerk off, what are you doing?" They're like, "Hey, douchebag."
Or you call people a faggot or something.
Yeah.
Again, if you're not from New York, like at least I would say an hour north of New York City and the surrounding areas. If you go more north, like Utica and stuff, they don't understand that shit. They're fucking farmers.
That's a different world.
Different fucking world, bro. That's just how we go.
From like that New York area. If you get Channel 5 and Channel 2 and Channel 4 and Channel 7, it's all like pretty much,
They don't get those channels down south. I don't have 2, 4, 5, or 7.
Wait, you don't have Channel 2 News?
No, but they I think there's a Channel 2, but they don't have the Channel 2 News like we have.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We have a Channel 2, but it has like old timey TV shows on it.
Well, let me ask you, what you know about Fox 5?
I know everything about what you know about Jim Ryan in the morning show on Fox 5.
Fox 5. I'm just saying that like not a lot. If you're not from the tri-state area, you're not gonna know what Fox 5 is.
And
Man, you might know Fox 10, Fox 7, but you don't know Fox 5.
We have Fox 29 here.
Ugh.
It's fucked up, man. Like when I moved here, it was like Bizarro World.
All
the any channel was. Like all the commercials were different, and then the news people were different. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. I can't take it.
It's like fucking Clown World.
The radio was different. Like sports radio was different. I was like, how am I going to survive down here?
That's not good.
Didn't have a weed connection at first. I was like, oh.
I remember that. I remember when you weren't smoking weed. Holy fuck. How long you lived there?
Maybe coming up on 4 years.
Damn.
Maybe 3 years. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, it was rough, man. It was like moving to fucking Oklahoma. Like,
I actually lived in Oklahoma when I was a kid.
Did you like it?
I remember I was fucking 2 or 3 months old.
Oh man, because right now if you lived there, you'd be having fun with the tornadoes.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, man, that'd be so cool to get sucked up in a tornado and woo, spinning around real fast.
I think I might have offended Shane. I deleted like 3 of his Facebook accounts.
I do that all the time. Like, cause I'll look at I'm like, I got too many friends, and I'll look through who I can get rid of. I'm like, there's 7 Shanes here. I'm getting rid of these, and then like in a couple months, I'll get a friend request from one of the ones I deleted.
It's all the fucking Shanes, bro. In a matter of 2 days, I went from 900 friends to 234.
Good.
I think I still have a lot of work to do, though.
Well, like you're on the Great Purge.
On the Great Purge, a lot of these people I interact with. Like, how can I go delete Scott Shelby?
You can't.
I can't, or Bruce Corbin. I can't go delete him.
No, you can't even delete Bruce.
Nah, there's just and Dwayne. How you gonna delete Dwayne? You can't delete Dwayne.
No, you can't. Not Dwayne Wayne.
Oh, he's the fucking man.
The couple videos he sent in for Drunk News were hilarious.
No, those were not purposely made for Drunk News. Those were just videos he made on the street just because he was doing them. He's like, if you want to use them on your white show, you can.
Like there was somebody, like people arguing about like a cheeseburger or something like that, and then
it was the lady. She loaned the dude, and he had to walk her. She loaned $20 from McDonald's. He was supposed to pay her when they got outside, which is fucking fishy. How you gonna pay somebody when you get outside?
Yeah, like if you ain't got it to buy it, how you gonna get it to?
And then this bitch lost her mind and smashed his walker. Remember that?
And he's like, it ain't worth going to jail. It ain't worth going to jail. And then he was yelling at the white folk that were like demonstrating about like how they hate, America. And he's like, get out of here, man. We're friends with the cops. Need to grab another beer.
Breaking this out for a special occasion.
Oh, yeah, baby.
It's only a fucking tall boy, but it's better than not.
It was fun when he was yelling at the white people that were like, that were like the Antifa protesters.
Well, there was the white people who don't live in the neighborhood that were protesting the cops in the neighborhood.
And he's like, we're friends with the cops. Get out of here. You're causing trouble.
Yeah, why are you in here causing trouble? Why, like, I couldn't imagine living in a city like that, bro. Couldn't imagine that.
I mean,
I
spent the better part of a couple years not living there, but staying, bouncing around at like people's apartments and stuff, and coming back to Jersey. And, yeah, and it's just crazy. It's a crazy existence living in the city.
Not for me, man. Not for me.
Like you'll be sleeping, and then you'll just hear a fire truck screaming by.
Hell yeah.
But LA's fucked up because you'll be sleeping in LA and you just hear helicopters fucking flying by. It took me a couple days to get used to that when I was staying out there for like a month, and it took me like 2 or 3 days to get used to the fucking helicopters flying around all night. Ghetto birds.
Mm-hmm.
But I was in fucking I was in Burbank. I don't know what the fuck they were doing there.
Burbank. Where the fuck's Burbank? California?
Burbank, it's like the Valley of Los Angeles, where all the studios are, like Universal Studios, like where they film the TV shows. All those studios are there. Like The Price is Right, like all that shit.
I've never been to California. Never will.
Don't. It's a fucking terrible place. Don't even go to the West Coast. There's no point.
I have no plans or desire to.
I mean, unless there's like some like rocking fucking concert you want to see, but because a lot of like there's no the punk bands except for maybe the Damned. They don't come to the East Coast anymore. All they do is go out to the West Coast and they'll play as far as Colorado and they'll go back to England.
Mm.
Terrible. No, because they can't. It's not. They'll fucking lose money.
Oh yeah.
When I saw The Exploited in like 2004, there was like maybe 20 people there.
Ooh.
New York City.
No, I know you're not a metal guy, but last year I went and saw the Black Dahlia Murder at Chance. There was fucking 20 people. This band, like if you bring them to Europe and stuff or like different places, they fucking draw. I could not believe what was that turnout of that crowd. It was awesome because I love the fucking nice.
Well, that's like I saw Dog Eat Dog at the Pipeline. Yeah, again, 20 people there, but they go to Europe, fucking huge.
I'm not a big fan of them.
No, I'm not either. But they did one record with horns, and I saw for that record. I saw a show at the Pipeline where they broke all the songs had horns in it, and I really dug it.
Okay.
And I always wanted to see Murphy's Law with the horn section, but I never did.
I'm not a big horn guy. I don't like. I've seen a bunch of like what the fuck was the name of them? You ever heard of a ska band called Perfect Thyroid?
No.
Are
they
big,
from your area?
Yeah, they're from around Poughkeepsie. They were really like big. I would say.
They probably played in the city. Like there was a band from Jersey called Inspector 7. They probably played.
They sound familiar. That sounds familiar.
Inspectors. I actually I got to see them when they first got together, but I mean they were first gaining steam.
Okay.
Just by fucking they were playing down by Rutgers University. They had some cool clubs down there, and this bass player was like, "Hey, let's go to the show down at like the Court Tavern." No, it wasn't the Court Tavern. It was some club. The Melody. It was called. And he goes, it's my buddy's band. He goes, you'll really like them, because I was like all like punked out, and I was like, all right, cool. So I saw this band, Inspector 7, horn section, and they were just fucking amazing. I was like, wow, these guys are killer, man. And then they went around, and they're known on the the ska scene.
Mm-hmm. I would try to get into ska. Just
you gotta listen to the right bands. You like bands like the Specials. They're real good.
The ska I listened to was what was local. There was
that's
Thyroid, the Schematics. I was gonna say Operation Ivy, but they're not fucking ska.
No, they were like that ska punk, like like that Choking Victim, fucking Leftover Crack.
Yeah. Not my thing.
I liked Op Ivy, but you can't listen. It's like that when by the end of the record, you're like, all right, every song is like ding, 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 ding.
It's like, well, I don't need to listen to this again.
I'm not a big album guy anyway. I like songs. I'm not
It depends the album. Like if the album really gets me, like there's not that many like that I can sit front to fucking back. Actually, shit, no, there is. What am I saying? There's tons of albums I can't.
Yeah, Sex Pistols, Nevermind the Bollocks. Greatest album ever made.
Greatest band of all time.
All times.
All time. Where the fuck's Becky? Probably she ain't here.
I don't know. She's doing like English stuff.
Oh, we got one person watching, buddy.
All right.
And that's me, I think, because I have the thing open looking. That's good when it happens.
Well, see, we do our hit and runs. I like this, like just pop up, just guerrilla style.
That's how you roll, because we can't be doing this that much longer. I got ultimatums made. Remember?
Yeah, the garden's gonna be growing quick.
Pulled all them weeds today, bro. 5 fucking hours. Bro, the potatoes. I've never grown potatoes before. They look fucking awesome.
Man, I was gonna ask you if you could grow potatoes because I asked my mother. I'm like, can you grow potatoes in like New York or New Jersey? She's
Oh
like,
yeah, you grow potatoes fucking anywhere, bro.
I
But
guess.
like, this is the first year I tried because I was reading last year when I first really got it going. They're like, for potatoes, you got to cycle them every 3 years. You can't grow them in the same spot.
Oh,
So
you gotta like move. Boom, boom.
I had to just figure out like, okay, I'll do this garden bed this year, move them up, and then I'll just because it's in a row where I have my beds.
But that's like on those big farms. They'll have like, okay, well, this land is for like next planting season, and then they'll go here, and then they move over to that one, because that's what like the Dust Bowl. One of the problems was they kept planting, on like in the same places, and the soil just, and so you couldn't grow anything because you just have this huge fucking the soil got all fucked up somehow because they were growing shit in the same soil, and I don't know, a lot of stuff happened to cause the Dust Bowl, but they learned a lot after that shit. You know, that wiped out farmers, man. And you know what wiped out a lot of farmers is the Industrial Revolution. We went from a farming economy to an industrial economy, you know, as a shift. And then we almost went to, okay, this is what's crazy. So that when we were an industrial economy until the Clintons came in and they sent out all the jobs to foreign dictators and shit, trying to create their new world order. So then they said, we're going to be a service industry. Now, a service-based economy. Now, how can you base a whole economy on service? I was a 19-year-old kid, and they're telling me this, and I'm like, y'all are full of shit, man. This is stupid. So then the service industry obviously falls apart, and then you get the big tech boom. So now our economy pretty much rolls on tech, and I don't know, weed. I guess weed is big.
Can I show you a couple cool things? You might appreciate this. Just want to show you a couple things that are not made in America anymore.
That used to be?
Used to be. Hold on, let me open it. You know what these are?
Oh yeah, those are those like picture hangers.
Yep, not made in America anymore at all. Let me show you. Oh, I guess. Well, I was gonna show you. I don't want to open it, but whole thing of picture hangers. Those ones not made in America no more. Nope. Do you know like how easy it would be for somebody, especially the way the recycling is in America, because recycling is fucked up. That nobody's ever doing it right.
No.
What you could do is if you set a good recycling up for aluminum stuff, you could just make all this shit from recycling. It's not hard. You start in one community, make a program that's going on trucks, pay, give a little kickback, get all the aluminum, go sort it yourself, melt that shit down. It's not that hard. Really, it's very, very fucking simple. It was one of the first things people figured out how to do. Remember this. This is old technology.
Yeah, man. And you know what's fucked up? When they made it like mandatory, like recycling in all these places, it got worse.
Yeah.
Now, it helps that like more people, okay, we have to recycle, but what it is like now people just throw anything in there. So the machines are getting all fucked up. But we're back in the day, like dudes would come in with a carload. I remember fucking like me and my cousin used to do cans as kids. You would see dudes with a 1980s station wagon filled with can bags. You know, it was a good way to make some pocket money, man.
Oh yeah.
So you get a few guys. You know, you get guys out there, man. I remember the dudes that would come to Giant Stadium. And they would get the cans because all like, well, dude, black guys can get in anywhere.
Okay, that's true.
They can get in. That's true.
Like that mother, they let him take all them cans. Jesus fucking Christ!
Well, security was driving around, but what do they care? There's just like a guy collecting, because people would just, you know, after the game, you know, people would pretty much just like tie up their cans and bottles, and this guy would just like, you know. Hey man, he wasn't out robbing my house.
That's it. You know, but nowadays they are. See, that's what kind of happened. You know, we went from a manufacturing society like that to the service base, and that's when they kind of killed the black family. I truly believe the government, as much as they want to claim, I don't like hearing these people claim racism. Oh, boy, they keep me. The government trying to keep the black man.
No, it's against. It's not racism.
It's true.
It's a class system. It's
Yeah.
a class system that
You-
there's
order-
lots of white families that are in the same position as a lot of these black families.
Let me throw something at you real quick. In order to have good, you have to have bad, right?
Right?
So in order to have rich people, you got to have poor people. You have to have an underclass that the rich people can leech off.
Unless you're a socialist where you want to be rich and then everybody pays you. You know, see, that's the funny thing is all these like socialists that are running around today and communists. It's like, can you name me one example in history where a communist government hasn't been oppressive?
Well, a government, no, you can't do that. You can't name it. You could. I'm sure there's communes of people like fucking.
Yeah, those hippies.
Yeah,
Those stupid hippies. They moved to like Oregon.
Amish.
Yeah, they stay to themselves.
Same shit, my opinion.
They don't bother with nobody.
But could you call that social? Because those motherfuckers work.
Oh, that's socialism. That's like a communal living. That's socialism.
Yeah, but everybody, I guess everybody got to know their roles in that question. I don't know. That's a weird one because
shut your mouth and know your role.
Yeah,
The Rock says.
But the Amish though they don't really pay into a higher caste system, do they? Like had Amish in charge or?
I think there's like the elders, like the church people, like that. They're all like religious as shit.
But they seem like they get respect. They don't seem like they get a whole mansions or.
No, everybody pretty much lives the same, dude. You don't have a guy like because the Amish they make a lot of shit and they sell a lot of shit. You know, you can go to the Amish flea market where they got you can buy all the baked goods, pies. They make them up.
Yeah. The Amish with the Amish
furniture,
they're able to be self-sustaining and sell to the outside world. Hippies.
Well, you know, a lot of these hippies they would like grow the vegetables, and perfect example in Israel they have what's called a kibbutz or a kibbutz, and that is communal living. And these people they live like in the desert. You know, kind of away from the cities and shit, and they grow food together, and everybody shares and everybody works and shares in the.
How can you grow food in a desert? There's no water.
They got they got like I don't know, but they do what they do, but that's how they live.
Yeah.
And the same like you have these hippie communes where these people, you know, the San Francisco freak out people like moved up to like Oregon and Washington. And
I guess so. To be fair, in order for socialism to work, you kind of have to like the people around you, and you have to choose it.
But
you got to be productive a little bit,
now,
right?
Josh, let me ask you a question. Let's say you're a surgeon, right? You're a surgeon, and you fucking go through all this school. You have all this technical knowledge, and you do this crazy shit that nobody else could do, and you know, and then you got a guy who's like. I don't really feel like doing nothing. You think that so? The communist system, those two are equal, and this guy should share in the same shit as a doctor.
Would you call yes? Okay, communist. What about socialism? Like, would you call them?
Well, socialism. No, socialism and communism are totally different. Totally different. Totally different. Socialism is more like, okay, we'll help other people out, like us, the rich people. You know, they'll say we're going to donate all this money to the this and the that and the other thing, and we're going to set stuff up. And you know, it's not like communist. Like you look at Russia, look at Marxism, and that's pretty much the Karl Marx was pretty much wrote the doctrine, I think, of communism. What people like what communism is. I never read it, never cared to. I don't like it. I think if you want to make it, I love democracy. I love capitalism. I think you should make as much money as you want. You should be able to make if you want to go out and make it, make it. I don't think you should be paying higher taxes because of it. I don't think you should be punished and give what you've made, what you've earned to some, you know, people that you don't really care about and don't care if they live or die. I don't think it's your responsibility. It's, you know, And as uncaring as that sounds, and as fucked up as I am, and if I didn't have help, I'd be homeless in the streets. But that's
You're
like
not
everybody gets on Gene Simmons's case, right? Because he sells everything. He's fucking blah, 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 blah. You know what?
I just don't like the guy because he's an asshole.
But yeah, that's the thing. Is he's a total dickhead.
Yeah,
but he's a fucking genius businessman, genius at marketing, and I respect that. Because he did what he wanted to do. He wanted to be the most famous rock star, making a ton of money. And you know what?
Bringing all the broads.
He did. And he did it, man. And that wouldn't be my life.
Didn't he supposedly never use drugs or alcohol?
That's what he says. But there was a story where he ate pot brownies one time and freaked out. And he says, "Oh, I was just staring at my penis and I was just saying how large my penis was." And they said, the guy goes, "No, that's bullshit. He just sat there freaking out looking at his hands."
Yeah. You were just sitting there looking at your penis. Sure.
I met Gene Simmons once. He was just an arrogant prick, just like, ugh.
See, I don't want to meet Rock. I don't want to.
He wasn't like a jerk to me or nothing. He was just, he was very like, "Hello, how are you?" And then same with Paul Stanley. But Eric Carr was super cool. It was like, "Hey, kid, how you doing?" What's that?
I only met his parents.
Where are they from?
Fishkill, right around me.
Right on. He was so nice, man.
I told you when I was a kid, they used to run a booth in a flea market selling all his old shit.
Really? Like his old...
After he died, they sold his personal shit.
Wow.
Yeah, they had fucking his drum. Remember they had a drum set there. I think they wanted like fucking 30, 40 grand for it. It was there the whole time. They never fucking sold the thing.
Look, as much as I thought Eric was probably the best drummer that Kiss ever had. He's not Ringo Starr. He's not.
How did he die again?
What's that?
How did he
die? Cancer. Little fella there.
I wanted to say he died in a car accident and just be like, "Oh, it was ironic."
But wouldn't it be funny if he died in like a truck accident? He was driving a pickup truck.
Or a motorcycle. Eric Carr dies in a motorcycle accident.
But no, he was he was cool. But Gene and Paul, like they were just like hello, just being rock stars. But I don't think Eric Carr really acted like a rock star because he was just like
like famous people. I've never really met anybody in public like that. I'm trying to think. I met Marty Jannetty.
No way. He's a crazy motherfucker.
I met Bob Backlund.
Oh, he'll break your back.
Kevin Nash. I met Kevin Nash.
Is he like really tall?
He was tall, and like he let me hold. He was the Intercontinental Champion at the time. He let me hold the belt, but he held my elbow. Like I was standing here with the belt like that, and he held my elbow with 2 fingers. It was tight as fuck. When I think it was 10 years old. And then that same week we went and met Paul Bearer.
Was that like an event like Mid-Hudson Civic Center?
Every time they came to the Civic Center, they would be out doing promos at the local video treats.
So you could go get autographs and shit?
Yeah, we had Paul Bearer. The Undertaker was supposed to show up with that.
Undertaker, from what I understand, took a lot of acid. They said his thing was after the shows, he would go to take acid and go to the strip club.
Nice. That's a good way to live. Like rock stars are. I met Hellhammer from Mayhem.
Never heard of him.
I don't think I never tried to meet anybody famous that I saw.
I just ran into people. I never tried to meet anybody.
I never even did that. I think I ran into the singer of Jimmy's Chicken Shack. You never even heard of them?
No. Actually, I have heard of them. They were like in early 90s. They had a song in the early... Yeah, I heard of them.
It was called Hot. It was a good song.
I know. I remember the name. I don't remember the song.
Yeah, and I remember when I was a kid because I was trying to... I don't know what I was trying to do because I had nothing going on. There was a band called Local H, and I found the singer's phone number, and I guess I just wanted to be his friend. Called him up, and he was total dick. Like, why are you calling me? Like, oh, I was fucking 12. Like, I want to be your friend.
Dude, I had, because in the 7-inch we had, my number was in there, which I was pissed off about. But sometimes kids would call me up and be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I just like talk to them. It's like, "You're really the guy from the ball?" Like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Yeah, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, I've never really. Wow, until we did Metal Mondays, I've never really been anybody famous.
You know who was like the fucking nicest guy ever was Joey Ramone.
What? No.
I was at the show.
Dead Boys famous?
What's that?
Would you consider Jeff from the Dead Boys famous?
Well, no, because he came in like after they did Young, Loud, and Snotty, and Younger, Louder, and Snotty, and he came in after that when they were just junkies and.
Oh, he was some piece.
I thought he was. I saw that interview. I thought he was great. I heard a couple songs he played on. I didn't really like them.
Oh, he was a piece of shit and a half.
It wasn't his fault. It was just the songs were shitty. But I did like when Stiv, he went to England and he started up another band with one of the guys from The Damned. I like that band.
What are they called?
Something Church or Church something or. They only, Stiv died pretty quickly. Like and he didn't die like the way you would think he died. He was on a bike, like a bicycle, got hit his head, didn't go to the hospital, went home and died in his sleep.
That's those concussions. I'll take you.
That's what happened to Nico from Velvet Underground.
Nico, fuck Velvet Underground. Oh my god.
She got hit. But same thing happened to Dwayne Allman. He was on his Harley. He got into an accident. He asked the guy if could you just put the bike in the back of the truck, took him home. And he just died in his sleep, man.
Velvet Underground that did that song Here She Comes, right?
Well, they did Heroin. They did
Heroin, Venus and Fur.
My man. They were like Patch said he's in the chat.
Who?
Patch, our buddy Patch.
Oh, I'm not looking at the chat, so.
Oh.
when I feel like looking at it, we'll start caring then.
Try to think of other. Well, I met.
Hold on. Homeboy just messaged you just to say he was in the chat.
Yeah. Patch likes to fuck me. He likes to fuck with me. I met Johnny Ramone at a horror convention. I was just like looking through some stuff. I go, "Hey, what's up, Johnny Ramone?" He's like, "Hey." I'm like, "How about them Yankees?" Because he's a big baseball fan. And I talked to him for a couple minutes about the Yankees.
Did he tell you to go fuck yourself?
No, but he was kind of like, you could tell that he was kind of like a serious guy. Like he didn't like to fool around or nothing. And they say he was like a dictator in the band.
I don't know. Honestly, I've never watched any interviews with him, so I don't know his personal demeanor and how he acts.
He just sits there like Marky Ramone, dickhead.
Yeah, fuck off. 1, 2, fuck you, you know?
Jerry Only was real cool. Dez from Black Flag was real cool. Robo was a dickhead from Black Flag and Misfits.
You know who was really cool? Tony Dolan.
Yeah, Demolition Man.
Were you there?
No.
Oh, you would have liked talking to that dude.
They're playing with the Misfits, Venom Inc.
I know they played a couple shows. I think 2 or 3 now.
They're playing in LA
Seattle.
with soon.
Oh, I thought it was Seattle.
They might,
that show happened already.
Misfits aren't playing Seattle. They're playing LA and I think some other place in California. No, Chicago. They're playing LA and Chicago.
I could have sworn there was this fucking Seattle show.
Nah. Trust me, I know all my Misfit stuff.
Why don't they play in Seattle? Tell me that.
Why would they?
That's a good answer.
What they're doing is they're playing the places that they played when the original Misfits were around. Misfits were big in the Midwest, big in New Jersey, and they played LA a lot. Not a lot.
Angel fuck, she's a fire plug.
And most of a lot of the bands that they had opening for them up until they like at least at the first couple shows they did, the one out in LA and then the one in New Jersey, they had bands that they played with like in the past. Like so they had Suicidal.
Oh, okay.
And they had
Murphy's Law.
Cro-Mags, and they had Murphy's Law, which the new version of the Misfits played with. But you can't go wrong with Murphy's Law.
I saw Murphy's Law in a bar that held, I think, 20 people once at Walk Hill.
Fucking, Jimmy is so fun to watch.
And I didn't like him that much.
Well, I don't picture you as a Murphy's Law fan because they're like a rock and roll, more of a rock and roll band than
music. No, like I like seeing bands play, but the music is not my. I'm pretty picky when it comes to my music.
There's only like 2 hardcore bands that I really could say I like New York hardcore bands. I like some of the songs and shit, but Murphy's Law and Sheer Terror.
Would you consider Murphy's Law New York hardcore?
Yes.
Oh.
Absolutely. 100%.
Sound though, they don't sound hardcore.
Doesn't matter. They played all the shows. They were on the scene. If you listen to Gorilla Biscuits, do you consider Gorilla Biscuits? Yeah, I like the Gorilla Biscuits. They're real good. But they're those like vegan kind of guys.
If I hear about you like doing that, I just kind of can't listen. Yeah,
I don't care. I don't go to any shows or nothing.
I'm wearing a shirt of a band I don't even like.
It's a shirt.
It's a cool shirt. I like the shirt personally. I think I like the triangle on because it points down at my cock.
Yeah, it's like
bro, it's like a street sign. It's like boom.
Do you remember that wrestler, The Big Show?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Okay, so he had a shirt for a while, and it said The Big Show, and it had an arrow that pointed down.
WCW first?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember what he looks like, though. I remember the name. Hold on, I gotta look at what he looks like.
In WCW, he had, like, long hair, and he looked like a 90s, like, but then when he came to the WWF, he cut his hair short.
Oh, the bald. It showed a new picture of him, and I'm like, dude, that's the singer of Crowbar. I'd click another picture.
Well, he looks like King Kong Bundy, kind of.
Yeah, a little bit.
The black fucking singlet.
A little bit. He looks like a fucking douchebag.
I think I met Roddy Piper, but it was like, he was at a horror convention, and you pay like $10 to get the autograph.
Yeah.
He was really cool, and he squished my hand and went whoosh.
I would never pay for somebody's autograph.
But it was Roddy Piper, man. But the cool thing is how huge he was. Like I couldn't believe how big he was in like real life.
He looked like he was a small dude.
Well, he was compared to the other guys, but compared to a normal person, like his arms.
To you, aren't you like?
I'm a skinny prick.
Yeah, and you're like 5'2", right?
Yeah, I'm 5'4".
It's close enough. 5'2", 5'4", same fucking thing. Depends on what shoes you're wearing that day. Whether you're
5'4", 135 pounds.
Depends on the shoes you're wearing, son.
I wear my big boy shoes a lot.
You got to. That's just how you got to roll sometimes.
I wear the creepers with the lifts in them. I got in my boots. I got 2-inch lifts in them.
Nice.
It's for the chicks. Chicks don't like short guys.
Oh, the fucking picking the weeds is hitting me, man. The booze, I ain't even feeling drunk yet.
Hey, that's honest. That's honest hard work out there with the weeds,
bro. 5 hours pulling weeds. Holy shit! It was hard because the fencing. I had to pull it out between the fencing and stuff because you go up there, it just pulls all the nutrients away. You want all that soil to go for the vegetables.
Now, so what do? Do you have like a little bucket with you? You got a bag?
I throw it right in the fucking ground, right in the middle, and rake it up after.
Gotcha.
It's fat. It's just you pull them all, leave them right on the ground, take a rake. I have the rows; they're pretty thin. The rake fits right in it. Just go down.
Do you have a compost? You throw that shit in?
I have a giant fucking compost.
Now you know what my sister has. She has one for like food. And what she does is she'll trade her compost for vegetables to like some people like that with the that grow shit.
Yeah.
And she says, well, I'll give you some of my like awesome compost, and you give me some tomatoes or cucumbers. And
I don't like people very much, so it's going to be different. I don't really want to like neighbors. I'll just go hand them cucumbers and stuff. Like I don't want to trade with nobody because that involves talking to people.
Exactly.
I got my own compost. I got my own vegetables. If you want, I'll give you a couple. But it's just it's hard to find somebody that has something I want.
Well, you know what I love, and my father was real into gardening, and I used to. My mom said when I was a kid, she would grow the green beans, and I would just go and eat them all off the fucking.
They're fucking awesome.
My mother goes, she was like, you were like a horde on the green beans. She was just like, you'd go out and just eat them, and there'd be none left.
You know what a good feeling is? Waking up first thing in the morning, sober, completely sober, walking out into the garden, a little fucking rain on the ground, grabbing a green bean, eating that, sun's warm, just looking up. That's a good feeling, bro.
Wait till you get some strawberries coming in.
We have some strawberry plants. I had a total of 3 strawberries last year.
Them birds, they fuck with that shit.
I had the squirrels and the birds. What I did was I took a piece of chicken wire and I made a dome.
There you go.
Threw it right over the fucking strawberry plant. When they start coming in, there's a little. They can't. No, there's no weight on their nut. It's just a little dome. They can't fucking move it or.
And how the ducks doing? Have they been swimming?
Fucking huge. Yeah, they're swimming a lot now. They love that little pool.
That's big enough for them.
Yeah, they could get 2. They could probably fit all 3 of them in at once, but they can't move too much. But they get 2 in. They could kind of move around. I'm gonna get
that baby pool where they can.
I'm going up.
You got to get it for them. And those ducks, I read that they're not going to leave. Those ducks won't leave.
I'm finally getting them actually comfortable to water because they've never been in it before. You know, they had the little
just take them and chuck them in there.
That's what I did. That's what I fucking did. I'd go pick them up, throw them right in the water. Those ducks hate me.
Same thing my father taught me how to swim.
That's it.
Toss me in the water.
It's weird. Donnie, there's 2, I believe it's 2 females and 1 male. The 2 females that are loud, you could hear them down the street. Donnie, the male, you can barely hear him. He doesn't get loud, and his beak is a lighter.
Typical broads. Yep. And Donnie's just like, ugh.
He fucked up today. I went throwing strawberries in there. He ran. He didn't protect his ladies.
He's like, ah. What did the chickens do?
They walked up and started pecking at the strawberry. They didn't really like them that much.
Are chickens stupid?
Yeah, they just want to eat and fucking poop.
Did you ever give them? Are they old enough for noodles? Noobles?
I've been giving them watermelon and we cut up strawberries today. They love watermelon.
Because I heard that chickens will eat noobles like spaghetti. They
probably would. They would, like, they're pigs. They'll fucking eat anything. Like, as long as there's no mold or not, they'll eat anything you want.
I saw it on YouTube. There was a chicken eating noobles.
I'm sure there was.
My Facebook friend Kim, she lives near you. She's got a kind of like a farm, and she gives her chickens noobles. Oh. She told me that her favorite chicken would like run up to her. Like she would come home from work, and the chicken would like run up to her. But she said she went home one day and he was gone. She figured like a hawk took him, and she wasn't even upset. She was just well, she's like, the babies needed to eat. And I was like, I'd be devastated. I'd be crying.
The chickens there was one chicken that actually kind of walks up to me. I think it's the same. They all look exactly the same. I cannot fucking tell them apart at all. I sat there for fucking 20 minutes trying to look for like the ducks. Yeah, the ducks, you could tell Donnie has barely any spots. Mallory has all the spots, and Matilda has the medium spots. The chickens, you cannot fucking tell the difference.
Did they go, buck, 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 buck?
They do. There's buck, 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 and I go up to them, buck, 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 go fuck yourself. You know? You should hear me outside. I'm always calling them assholes and telling them to go fuck themselves.
Oh, chicken shit smells like shit.
Oh, it's fucking terrible. Bro,
bad, dude.
When I cleaned that coop out last week, because I was using cedar shavings, which I'm never going to do again, I started scraping them off. I thought I was going to fucking puke. It was the worst.
Mask on, dude.
Bro, it was fucking terrible.
I was stuck behind a fucking. Do you ever see a pickup truck with chicken cages in it and shit?
I've not on the highway TV shows.
Okay, there's a lot of chicken farms in Delaware. So one time I was coming home. I was working down in Dover, which is down south, and I was coming up, and I was behind. It was like a traffic jam, and I was stuck behind one of them chicken trucks. Holy shit. The smell was fucking awful. Windows up, fucking, you could still smell it. It was just terrible. and I'm like, I gotta get away from this chicken truck, but I couldn't get over, and I was like, ah. So, moral of the story is, don't get behind a chicken truck on the highway in traffic.
Yeah.
Feathers are fucking flying around and shit, and and it was fun for a minute until the smell hit me, because I was looking at the chickens, going, "Hey, what's up, man?" But and forget about it. Those roosters all like start making noise 4 a.m.
Yeah, I didn't get no roosters. We only have the male duck. I should have gotten a rooster, I think.
You should get that black it's all black. You know, a chicken, the bones are black, the meat, the organs are black.
I don't like the black cocks. I like the white.
Yeah, that's true. What about a blue one?
I could try. I don't know.
How about a small white cock?
Oh,
would you be comfortable with a nice small white cock?
I'm very comfortable with that. It's what I've grown up with. Claudine in the chat asked me if I could sell animal crap. I don't know. Like, all I have is right now with the animals.
No, I think you need like bat guano.
I don't know. Like the chicken poop, I have nowhere to put it, so I made a pile of it, like in a piece of property that ain't mine. I just figured it'll compost. Like with chicken poop, can't, like, once you break it down separately, you mix it with the other organic compound, like mix it up like cow poop. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. Because what I do
with horse poop they use.
I have the compost piles that are different. I have, just the regular veggies and the fucking house clippings and stuff, and the eggs. Actually, all the other food. Actually, we mix all the food stuff with that. What am I saying? We have that and the fucking chicken poop one. All the other food, it goes in a pile for the rakins.
Yeah, they like that stuff.
Keeps them out of the garbage.
Exactly.
Instead, like, I have a bowl out there when we have shit on our plates that we don't want. Instead of just scooping it in the garbage where they're gonna go rip apart anyways and eat it, just go and I throw it right in the backyard.
Well, see, that's what my sister does with her compost, like with meat and vegetables. I think, yeah, it's meat and vegetables, and if she like peels apart like some kind of, like, I don't know, fruits,
carrot,
just everything, and it's pretty cool, I guess, because she gets 3 vegetables.
I don't throw fucking meat in it because I always finish my meat.
Yeah, me too. Unless it's like sometimes I won't eat the gristle, but that's not really meat; it's just fat. But
yeah. That goes out for the rakins.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're, like, with a compost piles, I don't think you're supposed to put meat in them.
Well, you have to separate it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Keep separate. Yeah.
Like your organic, like you have to keep, like meat separate from leaves.
It's like how you have to keep the whites separate from the blacks, separate from the yellows, separate from the reds. When you're doing laundry, right? When you're doing laundry.
Exactly. You separate your colors.
You got to say, if you don't separate your colors, they're going to run together and it's just going to look terrible.
Yeah. It's like some kind of mulatto shirt or something.
Imagine you have a white shirt in the fucking washer with a blue, a black, and a pink one.
You look like a goddamn hippie.
It's going to look fucked up. Do you want to look like a hippie?
Yeah. Oh, I got to plug my phone in, sir.
Oh, I thought you were going to have to say you have to plug something.
Oh, I got to plug. I'll be at Rascals in West Orange Friday the 15th and Saturday the 16th.
Fucking Rascals in West Orange.
Did you ever hear of Rascals from West Orange?
Well, that's why I'm laughing.
I used to live right around the corner from there, man. I used to go there every Thursday night for dinner and get drunk off my ass and stumble home.
How was it? 2 blocks away?
No, it was okay. It was down the hill, so that's 1, 2, and then like another block, so 3 blocks. But walking home, you had to walk up a hill, and because I lived on the mountain, and then up another hill. But I'm drunk and stumbling, and who cares?
Yeah, it's more fun that way. Sure.
And I only went to a couple comedy shows there because by the time I found out, tickets were sold out. Like if Dice was playing, it was sold out in like 2 seconds. Or if like Gilbert was going to be there, sold out in 2 seconds. So, and Artie wasn't a comedian yet, or if he was, he wasn't Rascals ready.
Oh yeah.
But I'll listen to like some of those old Artie stories, and he'll talk about like, I don't know, like a baseball game or
keep talking. I got to go grab a beer. Keep talking. I can hear you.
Okay. and he'll talk about like a baseball game he went to, or a strip club he went to, or a fucking concert. I'm like, motherfucker, I was there. Oh wait, something's going on in baseball. The guy caught the ball. He caught it, and the guy ran home. He should be out. Let's see. This is going to be crazy, folks. So the ball is caught in foul territory. Does he tag up? Yeah, he tagged up. It's a run, folks. It counts. 6-5, bottom of the ninth. It's getting interesting. 2 outs. This is why we watch the game, folks. It comes down to man versus man, batter versus pitcher.
All right, so we got another beer. We got a little. Look at this little piece of chicken bacon ranch pizza.
Ooh, that's a little guy there, little fella there.
I just broke the end off real quick. You know, I didn't want you watching me gorge on a huge piece and get jealous.
Oh, yeah, you know, Josh. One day during the summer, on like a Tuesday when there's like no traffic, fuck it, man. It's a 2-hour ride up to Franco's Pizza. That's a 4-hour day though, but I get pizza.
I think you should.
You know, I'll bring
real quick.
I'll bring like 2 pies home.
How good's the pizza though?
It's my favorite. It's the pizza place I grew up on. Now, I'm not going to say it's the best pizza ever, but I'm just saying, like, it's my favorite pizza place because, you know, it's a place I grew up. I've been going there since I was a little kid. And it just always was my favorite.
Yeah.
Now, you got Star Tavern, you had a Ponte's, you had Sonny's, you had Joe's. Then you all go to West Orange, you had Star Tavern. Now, Star Tavern was great if you want that, like, thin. Oh, no, sir. I'll be right back.
What happened?
My thing's shutting down. It says power shutting down. Hang on.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Should we invite Shane on here now? Is that what we should do? I don't know. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is not good. Thing's shutting down. He was supposed to plug the power cord in and he didn't. I might go get another piece of pizza because that shit's fucking good. You know what? We'll send something to Mikey. Why not? Let's talk shit to Mikey for a little bit. Oh boy. Oh. So yeah, what were we talking about? Yeah. So yeah, you never want to mix blacks and whites together. It's just not good. You gotta always keep when you're doing your laundry, you keep the color segregation. If you mix the blacks, the whites, the yellows, the reds together, bad things happen. Because let's be fair, blacks kind of are the dirtiest when you're doing your laundry. Because they just get dirty as fuck, and you just don't notice it because it's black. It's hard to stain it, so they're dirty as fuck. You gotta wash up blacks. So when you put the blacks in with the whites, the blacks really fuck up the whites. They stain the whites. You know, because they're just so fucking dirty that you don't notice. So you put the blacks into the whites, just not noticing the dirtiness because they're black. And then you get them in the wash, stain the fucking whites. That's never good. You never want to do your laundry that way. It's easier, like if you mix the reds and the yellows together. That's actually they don't go together because they don't talk to each other. You know, it would be one or another. Actually, no, excuse me. What makes fucking green? Is that red and yellow? No, it's blue and yellow, I think. Yeah, but I think the moral of the story is never mix your blacks and your whites. Never, never, never. Oh my god, bleach is the black. Why would you bleach your blacks? Then they get all fucking spotty. They have the weird pink fucking things on the heads. That's not good. Definitely not good. Now that I'm thinking about it, are we going to get accused of racism for this stream? Because nah. We're talking about laundry. Don't matter. To be fair, I don't really own anything that isn't black. Everything. Come on. I'll prove that. Black socks. I guess it's the contrast. I'm so glad that, like, hold on. Let me get that light right. Look at the whiteness on my fucking head. I'm like, look at, oh, here we go. I am the whitest fucking thing ever. Look at that. Just the way it is. It's good though. If this motherfucker don't show back up in a couple minutes, we call it. Let's invite the drummer from Super Joint Ritual. That motherfucker decided the other day to send me a fart. I don't like that. Yeah, I think Jokerfish's fucking phone died. Let's see, who else can we fucking yell at? The old lady's in there hanging out with her mom, and if we kill the stream, I gotta go hang out with her too, and I really don't want to do that.
Do.
That's good because I was gonna have to go ahead and start hanging out with the old lady if you didn't show back up.
Oh, man, but I forgot to turn on my power ball, like the power strip. I plugged it in all fancy, and I'm like acting like a big shot, and I didn't turn it on. See, Josh, that's par for the course.
I just sent an invite to Blue, Joey Blue.
Oh, did he respond or?
I don't know. I literally just sent it 6 seconds.
Oh, okay.
With him, you can't like just send him a link. You have to invite him through the fucking official thing, and it just pops up on his phone as a phone call.
It'll be like,
Like it's if he decides he wants to talk to you now because he's just this famous little Mexican in some band with Phil Anselmo now.
In that D-list cover band.
Bro, like there's this other. You ever heard of Scour? This other band Phil Anselmo's in.
Yeah.
So the other day they put a.
I saw you write it.
You saw that?
I saw you write it.
They fucking deleted it.
Oh.
They deleted that comment. You saw what comment did I write if you saw it?
You wrote, if you're gonna play a Pantera song, please learn the lead. And Josh, I put the laughy face under it. You know, like when you hit like, I put the laughy face.
It's true though.
None of those guys probably saw it. They probably have like just one of their people.
Oh no, I know who runs it. It's like a dude, Derek. He's the bass player and he's the new bass player in the Illegals. That dude.
Oh, okay. So he's.
No, I honestly I don't like that dude because he said yes to an interview, and then he didn't answer me for the interview. But then when I pretend to have interest in buying something from his company, then he responds to me. So.
Yeah.
While you're going, I was talking about never mixing the whites with blacks.
No.
Can't do that.
Especially with your crayons, man.
Yeah, you can never do that shit. Or your clothes, you know.
Look, I'm not a racist. I'm a realist.
I sent an invite to Mike while you're gone, and he says, I'm driving, otherwise I'd love to jump on. I said, do it anyways. He goes, dude, if I get caught, they'll take my car.
Who'd you send it to?
Mike up in Canada.
Oh.
They'll take his car if he gets caught. What the
Canada's like this crazy country, man.
Bro. We are sandwiched in between two fucked up countries.
And it's crazy.
Mexico is fucked up because like there's no law.
No, it's free for all down there.
It's a wild fucking west right there.
And up north, I don't know what goes on up there. Taking people's cars and shit.
For going on a live stream? What the fuck?
They don't have a lot of black people.
Oh, no. I don't know. They protect. It's like they're colored folks up there. It's like a protected species. It's like the blue whale. The colored folks in Canada. Oh. everybody watching this CBD. Oh, good times.
For everybody watching, I don't give a fuck. I'm smoking something.
Yeah, CBD.
And it's legal for me. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, it's legal. So
There's a name in the chat just popped up that I recognize, I think.
what name?
TGZ Us, like Jesus 40 ounce. I think this was an old channel name they had. It was like Jesus 40 ounce. He said he puts moon rocks in his keister. I think I remember this guy. I think he jumped on a live stream once. He had a mask on.
Oh, one of those mask guys that came on.
Yeah, he wasn't a dick or not. No, I don't think he was a dick. But I think he jumped on a mask once.
That's cool. I'm down with masks.
I could be completely remembering this wrong, but I think that's that guy.
I got a mask right now.
Hey, Jesus 40 ounce. Oh, shit, look at your mask. Jesus 40 ounce. If you're that guy, did you come on with a mask once before? I think you did. I recognize that name. Oh, you got a mask? I got better mask, bro. Let me show you my mask.
You ain't got nothing.
Oh, I got everything, bro. Okay, here, we'll start off. Do you want to... Oh, yeah, he said he was. Yep. He said
Right on.
Yep.
Good to see you, my dude.
First mask, a little small. Second mask, a little medium. Third mask, big.
Now you know you got to paint them up a little bit, right?
Yeah. Hold on, there was
yellowy. It's got that like kind of yellowy brown shit in it.
There was sawdust in there, and I put it up to my face, and I got sawdust in my ass.
Oh man, you need the eye wash.
All right, I'm okay. I got it. I'm good. Hold on.
Which one's that? What's that? A Kato mask?
Yeah, it's like a white person. How about this one?
It's hard to see. It's very white. Oh, that's like a Guy Fawkes or something. It's hard to see.
Oh, it's so gay. Not working.
We got to come up with some designs.
So Jesus 40 ounce. Remind me what we talked about when you jumped on the stream here. I'm trying to remember you. I knew I fucking remembered that goddamn screen. See, it pops in my head sometimes. I'm not that dumb.
I am.
No, you are. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about me. Oh fuck, Dwayne is up. Let's get him on here.
Yeah, put Dwayne on.
Bro.
Dwayne Wayne.
We're getting Dwayne on here.
And we can see what he thinks about that suckhole country, Canada.
I'm asking if he has a Google Hangouts app. I'll say, I need a person of melanin assuasion's opinion.
Over melanined. I gotta piss, but
okay.
I gotta leave this plugged in, so we're gonna wait. Let's see how much power I got in this motherfucker. 11%.
Oh, Jesus 40 ounce says he didn't say anything important, and he'd probably chug malt liquor.
Right on.
Oh, I think he's doing it. I said, I need a melanin opinion. He goes, what? Oh, okay, I got you.
What do you think? How do you feel about lunch?
Actually, we can have him call in.
Ask him how he feels about lunch.
He just wrote back. He goes, nigga input on the way. Here we go. He's going to download the app. We're going to get Dwayne on here for the first time ever.
That'd be great because I got a lot of like we should the segment Ask a Black Guy.
Bro, I think this is actually going to happen. We're going to get our Ask a Black Guy segment right now. Holy shit! I can't believe he fucking said yes. That's surprising.
Oh man, this is like This is like probably one of the greatest. If
Bro.
this happens, this is going to be one of the greatest nights in DNN history.
Let me go grab another beer. Hold on.
Oh, by the way, the Yankees took 2 of 2 today. Doubleheader, 2-2. The winning streak continues. I find baseball very, very pleasurable to watch. Very pleasurable.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him if it don't work, I can have him call in.
I need to know a black man's opinion on lunch.
Oh, hold on. He started typing before I did. Hold on.
And I want to ask, would he take off if there was a holiday?
Hold on. He's coming. He's downloading. He asked me for the link.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. All right, let's see what happens. I said click that. It should bring you to me. This is going to be, if this fucking happens, it's going to be the greatest segment ever.
It'll be the wildest thing ever.
Wildest thing. First thing I want to ask him is, in your opinion, if they call, black men in America African Americans, what do they call them in Canada?
And what do they call black guys in Africa?
Or what do black guys think about Canadians? Yeah, I think that maybe that's probably a good first question. What do black guys think about Canada? Oh, hold on, he's clicking. Let's see. This would be the best guess ever, bro.
This is going to be one of the greatest nights.
Have we ever had an African American guest on Drunk News?
Nope. We've had Mexicans, Polacks.
It didn't work. He don't know the apple. I'm gonna get him to call in.
Now, is he on a phone?
Yeah.
Okay. What he has to do?
He don't have a Google account, and I don't want to tell him to make a Google account.
Oh, I was just gonna say all you got to do is copy the link and email it to himself. Just copy and then they're just like going to eat and email it to himself. That's easy. All you do is click on the link, copy it, go to your email, and then email it to yourself. If that doesn't work, I'm calling.
Yeah, I'm getting the phone ready right now. I don't want to ask him to do too much because it's. Oh, okay. Here we go. That's okay. Let's see what happened. I put the invitation up.
So, Josh, what kind of booze are you thinking of making one of these days?
Free booze.
You could go to they have brewery places, and you could get silly stuff that you need. Me and my buddy, I called him up one day. I said, "Look, man, I can't afford booze. I'm end of the month. I'm out of it.
Yo.
Wait.
Who's that? Hello?
You hear me, buddy?
Yeah. Oh, nah, because I got the headphones in. I'm in McDonald's right now.
Okay.
What's going on?
No, we needed a melanin man's opinion about something.
Go ahead. Black men on the line. What's going on?
What do you think about Canada and how they're doing everything right now?
Give me some more information. What do you mean exactly? What are they doing over there?
Like with Canada, they're trying to just be this hippie country, give people free weed, but they also want to take all their money.
They giving out free weed in Canada? to like.
But they're trying to take. Yeah, they're
You have to have like a medical card, or just anybody can have it.
no, anybody can have it. You could go buy it, but they want half your paycheck for taxes.
Huh?
They want half your paycheck.
Wait,
That you know what that literally sounds like? That sounds like they asking people to sign up for slavery, like to volunteer for slavery. I'm gonna give you half my paycheck to allow me to smoke weed. I could smoke weed without giving you shit. Kind of, that don't make no sense to me.
Exactly.
That just sounds like I'm paying you to do what I want to do, and I don't even have to fucking pay you. That's like I'm asking to be a slave.
They approved the medical weed, and now the motherfucker they want to raise taxes because of that. They want you to pay more money, even though the weed costs more now. It's harder to get because you gotta like nobody's selling anymore. You gotta.
I don't know how the criminal system is over there, but in New York, if they started legalizing weed, the city is gonna take a big like income hit. You know what I mean? From all the tickets that they write, all the rest that they make and shit. Like they're gonna lose a lot of money. So you understand what I'm saying? Like most of the black people is in jail due to drug-related charges. So it's like it would be a little crazy. I don't know, bro. Like, you know, I think that countries be testing shit out though. I think that they be trying it. Like they have a lot of stupid ideas and they say, hey, let's see what happens.
I think they're trying just new forms of slavery, even like the Facebook and stuff. They want you to voluntarily tell you what you're doing at this time of day.
Hey,
let me keep tab
what's
on
your mind, where you at, what you doing, but you, like you said, volunteering the information. I'm giving it to you, so it's, you know.
Oh, we're doing a live show right now, and because we have a Man of Mel Persuasion on, I'm gonna open an Old English.
So you gotta pour a little bit out for me, even though I'm still alive. You gotta pour a little bit out for me.
Oh, it literally when I poured it out, it hit my crotch, and now it looks like I pissed myself. For fuck's sake!
You're a funny dude. So what's up? This is my first interaction with Drunk News, bro.
yeah, man. Welcome to the fuckery.
We've been trying to get you on for a while, but
for the moment, y'all really gotta hit me up.
It's what it is. As white people, we have time. Like we come on, a certain time each week. I know it's Melanin Man. You're very different in your time.
You have time, you gotta schedule things and you gotta schedule and shit.
Well, now, Dwayne, this is Joker Fish. Nice to meet you. And I got a question for a black man. If there was an Adolf Hitler Day, would you take off work?
Okay, well, technically that's 420, bro. And Hitler is my homie. Like, I fuck with Hitler. He ain't never did nothing bad to me. And he praised Jesse, the runner. He also said that the black people in America are the true gods, that the Negroes in America are the true gods. And he said that the Jewish people are the fucking devil. So, as a black person from Harlem, I really have no personal problem with Adolf Hitler. I don't know.
So you'd have a barbecue that day. Because I guarantee you, if white people took off on Adolf Hitler Day,
it would be a little funny.
Yeah, so everybody would have to go to work. Like, oh, no.
All right, how about this? Do you take off work on Martin Luther King Day?
Me personally?
No, you're supposed to work extra for free.
Bro, listen, I am a business owner. I am a business owner, so any excuse as a holiday I could get to take the day off, I fucking take the day off.
I wouldn't lose. Okay, as a white construction worker, I wouldn't take it off because I'm not losing a day's pay.
I hear that shit too. Shit, I go to work on my birthday. So
fuck that. I don't like a light check.
so now
the actual Hitler.
Hey, look, let me ask you guys a real question here.
Sure.
If you were told that you would have to pay 1% of your paycheck for the next 5 years to pay reparations towards black people, towards slavery, how would you feel about that? 1% of your paycheck.
1%. I would probably walk up to the first black person I saw and call him a nigger.
Yeah, me too.
You would be paid though. You might have to show him a receipt. Like, I'm allowed to say it because I paid towards reparations and you might be
See,
able to buy
you
a
know what?
card.
You're absolutely right, because now if reparations were paid and I was allowed to like speak freely and not get beat up for saying something,
Nah,
then
because
yes,
you
I'm
already
down with
paid.
it.
No, but look,
It's
reparations.
redemption. That would be redemption. You would be redeemed.
Absolutely, then I would go for it.
But do you, as a black man, do you feel like you're entitled to reparations from slavery that happened 200 years ago?
All right. That's hard to say because as a black man, I don't want to argue against free money, but just keep it real. But
I will not argue with that one. I get that.
the fact that I cannot prove that I'm a descendant of slaves, like I don't know about other black people, but me personally, I cannot prove that anybody in my family was enslaved just because there's no paperwork. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, and
really
you know,
don't who the fuck owes me, yo? The Queen of England? Like, I don't know who exactly owes me anything. Like,
and
So,
you know everybody's gonna jump on that train. You're gonna get dudes that was like, from West Africa, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, man."
that's what I'm saying. Like, you was never even kidnapped. Your family never left Africa, and you came over there in 2012. Like, fuck out of here. You want reparations? And then
But
you're gonna have.
I think you could trace people's like lineage. You know, um,
not if you don't
nowadays,
know who your family is, how are you going to trace their lineage if you don't know your family? It's hard,
yeah,
especially when it comes to slave days, like when the slaves are around. How much fucking record keeping was there of their family?
well, listen,
Nah, of
I
course
guar-
not. I didn't have no family. That was your property. I had your name.
Yeah,
I guarantee
You
you,
know what I'm saying?
I guarantee you, Mike Tyson's family were slaves. Look at that motherfucker.
Yeah, that motherfucker look crossbred like a motherfucker, right?
Now, can you imagine like?
motherfuckers together.
Can you imagine you get Mike Tyson's like ancestor and try to tell him to do something?
He probably had the same voice and shit.
He's like, "Yo, man, I ain't doing shit, man.
Taking no motherfucking cotton.
You suck my dick. I'll eat your children. I'll eat your children. I'll rape you."
let me let me ask you a question. If you say you lived in Egypt right now, and Egypt proposed a law that says we're going to give reparations to the Jews, how would you feel about paying that?
Yo, you see, but we did that in America, and I'm so confused about that because we didn't even do nothing to them. I thought that was Hitler. It was no Germany. So why the fuck is Obama saying do the people reparations?
My personal opinion with it is I consider Israel the 51st state of America. I don't consider it any kind of religion. I think it's used, a religious fucking thing is used so you can't criticize
No,
it.
I would say it's the 53rd state.
Yo, the thing about Israel to me is that that's a Zionite state. Like America and them bought that shit because the Bible told them to. That's the thing. And anybody, like the real mob niggas, anybody who get into big trouble in America, they all got hiding spots in Israel. Like I truly believe that. Like all the mob families, they got houses out there that they commit their crimes and then they run out there.
And it is like parts of that country is the fucking Wild West though too.
Yo, because if you read the Bible, that's the promised land, so the Jewish people, once they adopted the Star of David, they went over there and bought that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because the Bible told them to.
But as a country, America, we're so Jewish that we don't even look at the religious part of it. We just want the goddamn money. So I think Israel's just there to protect oil.
We're the supermarket of the world, though. Like, what I'm saying? We not the manufacturers, we the supermarket. Like, China's the manufacturers and all that, but we just where they sell this shit at double the price. Like, America is the best.
Hey, Dwayne.
Buy something for $1 and sell it for $2 here. You can't do that everywhere.
Hey, Dwayne, can you see my camera? Can you see me right now or no?
Yeah, I can see you.
Can you see this right here, what I'm holding?
Okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, but yes, I can see it.
This is just something you put on the back of pictures or on the back of like what things just hang up.
Okay, to hold the picture frame up. Got you, I got you.
Do you know these haven't been made in America in fucking 7 years?
In 7 years, of course, because they probably got little kids. They would have to pay me $15 an hour to make them things.
Well, it's all. Well, not even that. Obama sold out the manufacturing.
Really? So that's what I was hearing about, like Trump, making a trading post or some dumb shit about that.
Like I don't fucking like Trump at all because he's just seems like a fucking asshole. I just don't like his personality. I think he's a dick. But if he brings back those kind of jobs that make that, and like we were talking earlier, me and Joker here, we were saying America, they transformed into a service industry. Everybody wants to be a fucking server, do this, or they want their opinion. If we go back to manufacturing, when you're making these fucking things for $15 an hour, there's a purpose right there.
But then it's like, I don't know, bro. It's really hard to say because where they gonna put that factory in? Who's gonna pay me? If you pay me $15 to produce that, then you're gonna have to sell them things at a high ass price.
Not at all, motherfucker. You just gotta have your good machinery, your tooling, and you pay the right people to run it. You know what I do, how I work with my fucking machines and shit. You make your plan. Like, I came up with a plan how to make these things from local recyclables. You hook up with your local garbage company. You start giving out bags. You collect these tin cans. Melt that shit down in a little fucking oven. It ain't hard to make. Pour your own mold. I could keep fucking 7 people employed doing that. And it'd still be a fucking...
That sounds like pure profit right there, Jay.
It's not even profit. It's going to go to pay the people. You know what I mean? If you do the recycle program...
You're not talking about investing no money into that at all, right?
Well, you got to buy the machines to do it. You got to buy the foundry.
Oh, right. Duh. Yeah, of course.
You're going to have to... It's going to be at least $50,000, but it's not hard to do. It's not a radical thought. Nobody wants to do it, though, because it's hard work.
That's a one-time bottle. Yeah, you good. Then you in business. Yeah.
That's what we're becoming.
Dwayne, I was telling Josh about I used to go to Giant Stadium to watch. I spent 10 years in the parking lot in Giant Stadium. And I was like, there was always this one guy, like, collecting cans and bottles. It doesn't matter what color he was. He
was like that.
And Josh goes, well, they would let him walk. How do you? I'm like, a black guy can get in anywhere. Like, what are you, crazy? Like, if this man, he knew that he could get money, and this how he made his money, he's getting in a Giant Stadium.
Yeah. That's how it is.
Do you know how many Yankee games I've been to, bro? I have never bought a ticket in my fucking life.
I told you. I've seen the fucking pictures. Jesus Christ.
Yo, bro, not for nothing, because I grew up by Yankee Stadium, and I see, I'm gonna sound like the racist one, but white people, bro, if I literally just go to Yankee Stadium and stand outside, somebody will buy me. They'll be like, "Yo, you want to go inside to the game?" Because they have like screens, bro, where you can actually stand outside Yankee Stadium and watch the game on big screen. And if I stand there and watch the game on big screen, somebody will fucking offer to buy me a ticket. And it'll be you people. It'll never be my people.
That is not racist of you saying that. That's racist of my people assuming that they need to buy you a ticket. You're not fucking grown up and you can't get your own ticket. They're fucking racist.
Like, what you're saying is so real because that also happens in the train station. If I stand at the turnstile too long, a white person will ask me if I need a ride, and I'm like, nah, bro, I have an unlimited card.
Like, isn't that weird?
Waiting for somebody to put me on the train, bro. Like
that is weird. Somebody just coming to be nice to you because of your skin color. That's fucking. I don't like people.
They come to the assumption because so many people, like, if 10 black people do something, all do the same thing, and then I'm the 11th one, I cannot be mad at you for assuming I'm gonna do what the 10 last people just did. It's not your fault for making that assumption. It's motherfuckers who just did what they did's fault. You understand what I'm saying? It's not your fault for making an assumption. Like,
let's be real though. As a man, I'm not gonna fucking throw away free shit. Fuck that. That's just stupid. If somebody wants to give me that money, I'll take it. Fuck that. But it's very fucked up. Them assuming you go, oh, he's standing here. He missed that one train or something. He's black, so he must not have money. Let me go give him some because I'm a good person. I'm not a racist. I'm a good person.
Let me tell you something, man. If I'm on the train,
right. You completely understand that's the real racist who don't even know he's racist, bro. But he thinks like that.
No. Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. Like, am I racist or am I smart? If I'm on the subway and I see 5 black teenagers walk in, and I go, "Hey, what's up, fellas? What's going on tonight?" Just to let them know
That you not scared? What was the point of that? What was the
No,
point of
the
that?
point of it is if you stand there and you just sit there and you go, oh man, I'm scared of these like black guys. You become that's like the target right there.
Why
Now
would
what
you
I've
even be
learned,
thinking about that? You're just
listen, man, I've walked past because I'm from Jersey. I'm from Jersey, so I've walked past a gang of Puerto Ricans, and they're all mugging.
So
And you know what I always did? I always said hello. What's up, fellas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you know what happens?
I never even thought about that like that. They say hello back. What's up?
Yeah, they're like, "What's up?" That you
but,
know.
but as a white guy, you were just saying it to just try to be like, oh.
No, but you know what, Josh? I'm not stupid. If I'm on the train and I'm going somewhere and I see 5 teenagers that are headed to Brooklyn, I know what they're fucking up to.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Teenagers, yes. I thought you were just saying you saw 5 black guys on the train. It's like, oh,
Well,
hey,
you
I'm
see
the white
kids
guy.
with the no, I'm saying like the stick-up kids. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. You understand a shady person, a group of shady kids when it's shady, you know?
And even if they're not shady, you say, "What's up?" You know, and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, it kind of takes them.
What if that backfires on you? Like, who the fuck you think you talking to? Or,
Yeah.
No. Then it's time to throw down, man.
Then that's it. You getting confrontational? You want some? You gonna get gangster or what you gonna do?
Well, listen, if you know, I'm not gonna stand there and look. I'm a crazy white boy, dude. Crazy white boy. Mental institution white boy.
You rock out with Josh. I know you.
You know, North New Jersey, motherfucker. East Orange, New Jersey, motherfucker.
I only hang out with mental patients. That's the only people I hang out with.
I could walk through Newark, New Jersey. I could walk through Newark, New Jersey, and not get fucked with.
Yeah, I mean, you got that, like, you know, my dad's a mobster guy, like, vibe to you, you know? Like, you're not really mob, but your family mob. Like, you got that vibe to you. You know?
Look, man, it's just me growing up and learning how to survive and not get your ass kicked.
I hear that. Because now, people, that's not a racist thing, bro. When 5 groups of black kids come my way, I'm intimidated, bro. Like, number one, I walk around with a box cutter like I'm in fucking Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? Because
well, you don't know what the kids are like. Even if it's white kids, it depends on what they're up to.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what these fucking assholes are doing.
Look,
I don't give a fuck what color you are. If you're being a dick and you're
when
trying
I pull up to a 7-Eleven at 2 a.m. and there's a gang of white dudes up there, I do the same shit. I'm like, "What's up, fellas?" I don't, you know.
Honestly, when I see a gang of white dudes, I just kind of go, "Hey, bro."
You don't even give a fuck.
No, not at
You
all.
don't even care. Yeah, they don't even intimidate you, bro.
Not at all.
Because they don't seem like they're not stupid enough to do some dumb shit. Like, that's just how I feel. They not stupid enough to do some dumb shit. But the niggas I know from where I live, these niggas are stupid, bro. Like, they do dumb shit.
You see what I'm saying?
I've had a lot of dumb shit done to me by people of your same skin color. That's why I know what you're doing.
And I'm sure because they've done it to me, and I've done it to you guys. You know, so I understand how that shit go. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Well, Dwayne, check this out. My cousins live in Manhattan, right? And they're richy people, you know. And we were walking to the church. The little baby was getting christened, and I was about to like walk up the church steps. An African American gentleman goes right in my face and goes, "Suck my dick." Now I know what that means in the streets. That's like the biggest insult that you're gonna fucking say to somebody.
Okay, so I think number one, that number two. We're gonna start with number two. Telling somebody to suck your dick is literally saying, "I want to fight right this second." Like, that's just what that translates to.
And I knew it.
I want to fight you right this. If I tell you to suck my dick, I'm asking you to punch me in the face. Like, that's just the translation of that. But now, when you just started, you said an African American gentleman. Bro, don't even talk like that, bro. That just sounds so crazy to me. You better off just saying like, "Yo, some Negro."
No, but you know what? That like you got to understand my comedy, Dwayne. That's my comedy.
Classification, bro. Like African American, my nigga. There's nobody in my family that's African.
But
Africans don't even fuck with me. Like Africans don't get along with Negroes, yo.
No.
But Dwayne, you got
slaves who got caught. Like
you got to understand that's my comedy. That's my comedy.
And you know, you getting a taste of my comedy too, but it's mixed with a whole lot of truth. You know what I'm saying?
Well, me too, man. Me
you
too.
wanted the black opinion, you gonna get it.
Dwayne, let me ask you a question.
Nigga Talk 101.
Have you ever been in transitional housing in Poughkeepsie? Dwayne, you still with us, buddy?
I think we lost them.
I was in there with 30 people, and out of the 30 people, I sold to 25 of them.
So up in Poughkeepsie, though, you were there?
Of course, I was in transition for 6 months.
No, wait, what is that, boys? I don't know what that is.
Yo, so that's like a fake halfway house. That's like it's a fake halfway house, but they got girls there too, bro. It's guys and girls, and you live there. They basically took me out of jail. It's a rehab, yo. It's an in-state rehab, but the transitional housing is not a rehab. It's just like the housing, and then
it's where you live while you go to rehab.
Yeah. So they had me go into some shit called ITAP or ITRAP, which was like the worst fucking drug program ever, and
See,
I actually got kicked out of transitions for kissing some girl, yo.
I got kicked.
It was a white girl. First of all, we both got caught kissing on camera, right? They asked me what happened. I told them that we wasn't doing shit. This fucking little snitch white girl, she told them that we were kissing. So they kicked me out, sent me back to jail, and let her stay because she told the truth.
Man.
We both committed the same crime, but since she admitted to the crime, I went back to jail and she didn't.
Well, if I was that broad, I'd be ashamed of myself.
Wow, she still be hitting me up trying to get dick. But why, yo? So Josh, what's up? Why you even brought up transitions in the first place?
Oh, he left. He's going to take a piss or something.
What was he talking about? The transitions. I know he ain't never been in that fucking shithole. But not for the lady that cooked that, she makes some good.
No. I was asking you about the transit. Excuse me, Mama. That bitch cooked so good.
Yo, the food at Transitions was fire every night. Yo.
Were you there when Bumpy was there?
Bumpy? Nah, I don't know.
Bumpy, the dude with all the warts all over his body, the counselor.
Oh, yo, you know when I was there, they had Fat Dwayne. You know Fat
Dwayne?
He
was the bus driver.
Yeah, he looked like a bus driver, big fat hot dog eating.
Do you remember fucking skinny black James, the bald dude he was driving the bus to? Tie tap?
Yeah, he was like an older guy. He had glasses.
That motherfucker ratted me.
He caught me smoking in the bathroom and made a fucking movie out of it. He made
a
fucking scene about it. Yo, beat his ass.
That motherfucker. You know a kid named Adam Buddha?
That shit kind of sounds familiar, but the face is not coming up.
He's some white rat-looking kid. He wants to be black. Anyways, I was in there. I was in the transitional housing with him. And his last day when he was going off to rehab, he decided to tell fucking Skinny Black James that I had a CD player and CDs in there. So Skinny Black James goes and brings my shit. For CDs, bro, music.
That's fucked up. I had a CD player too, and that shit was real therapy, yo. Like that CD player in the nighttime was helping me go to sleep and shit. Like I needed that.
I'm guessing you weren't in one of the single double rooms, were you? You were in the dorm?
Nah. I was in the double room, yeah. It was me, and I had Anthony Hines. This motherfucking kid who was straight up German. Like, he literally told me, like, I don't fucking like black kids, Dwayne, but you're cool as hell.
Wait. His name was Hines, like the ketchup?
Yeah, Anthony Hines. He's like a German kid. He's in, like, really great fucking shape. I don't know.
Nazi motherfucker.
yeah, like really though, like blonde hair, blue eyes, fucking, he looked like one of them motherfucking soldiers and shit. But that told me like Like, yo, he was like, yo, I never ever got along with fucking black kids. Like, he's like, but you all right, you know?
What?
And then,
What? Why the fuck did
in
he
a
get
room
along?
together for 6 months, bro.
I don't get why he didn't just say I don't get along with black kids. Who gives like if the black kid's an asshole? Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I mean, well, that honestly didn't come up right away. That shit came up after 6 months of me and him sharing a room. You know what I'm saying?
You were there for
know.
6 months? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You know, you gotta get to know me before you could just talk to me honest, cause you know me, bro. I like to snap on people. You know, I like to play my race card. I'm good at.
So wait, how did you guys how do you guys know each other?
See, I'm so happy you asked, bro, because we know each other through school. But how me and Josh really got to communicating is through Donald Brewer. Because one day they was talking about some shit, and I was in the process of becoming this, like, pro-black racist, Joe, because it was right when Donald Trump was about to get elected, and, like, Trayvon Martin got killed, and there was just, like, so much race.
Uh-oh.
We lose him?
Hopefully he'll pop back on.
Oh, went blue though. Oh, it was in the middle of a good story too.
Oh, this was like the story of the night.
Oh, let me send him the phone number.
All right, I'm gonna run and get a beer.
You there with me, buddy? Dwayne. Oh, he left McDonald's. He said the Wi-Fi died. He left McDonald's.
No, I can hear you.
Man.
Oh, we got you.
Hold up. Oh, what's this? Oh, Link Systems. Yo, fucking New York City is the best, bro. I swear to God.
Jesus Christ. So we lost you right as you were saying about Donald Trump and how Donnie, he said something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I truly don't remember what you and Donald were talking about, but it has something to do with race, you know, and I jumped in it, like, thinking that Josh was just some fucking hillbilly. Like, I really just thought Josh, that's when he had the long hair and shit. Like, now you even look more
crazy cracker looking motherfucker.
You used to look like a punk rocker, but now you just like fucking. You look like Remy from fucking American History X.
Bro, to be fair, I can't run a burning buildings with long hair.
Nah, bro. Yeah, bro. You look like you're a new recruit in the Nazis. Like you just a fucking new recruit.
Oh, bro, I'm a fucking Grand Dragon. You have no idea.
Nah, you're on your way, but you're gonna have to start from the bottom, bro. So you looking like you started from the bottom.
Yeah, you be the baby lizard.
No way, exactly. You're a baby. You're gonna have to grow to be Charizard, all right? You're a Charmander right now.
We getting there.
You can't be a Charizard yet. But yeah. I'm gonna get David Duke on the line for you though. Yo, you ever so what's up? Did you guys see that Black Klansman movie?
I have not.
Oh, I haven't seen that shit either. And I was watching the documentary that shit.
Oh no, fuck you! Hold on, you lost your train of thought. You were gonna say you met me and you thought I was a hillbilly redneck.
Yeah, like I asked you guys how you met.
No, so this was over Facebook. Josh, you even recall this? You know what I'm talking about? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
Because I literally, like, me and you had never really talked, and I was just literally trying to get under your skin. Like, I literally was trying to get under your skin because I had no idea who the fuck I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
And I was trying to get under yours.
Who Josh is? Like, I was playing myself at the time because I didn't know. But I thought Josh was somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? I thought he was a real Trump supporter.
Yeah.
And just the way his rebuttals to, like, the shit that I was saying was just fucking me up, yo. And it was, like, making him hard to argue with. And then we just became friends, bro. Like, it's just, you know.
Because, bro, you don't understand. We agree on a lot of things you don't understand. We just agree on everything.
I mean, I'm very open-minded. You guys got to understand that I'm culturally diverse. I spent 6 years going to your school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, I'm fucking culturally diverse. I have fucking 2 black friends. Come on.
you got 2 black friends, you see? And I've slept with white people, so it's like we're like family already.
You got white women? That's awesome.
Hey, you know? And the only reason I've had that opportunity, I got to tell the truth, was drugs. They slept with me.
Oh,
because I
yeah.
had drugs.
Oxycontin, right? Or heroin?
Well, that's the same drug, bro. Let's keep it real.
Well, no, it's 2 different versions of the same drug.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we're dealing with real white people. It was Oxycontin. You know,
Yeah.
They don't deal with heroin, bro.
Come on. Like, yeah.
The trashy white people deal with the heroin.
What were you, 20, 22, 23 when that happened? Or younger?
Yeah, that's about 07. I was about 21.
Yeah,
know?
see, we all went through our shit at the exact same time.
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
Oh, no, 07? Actually, no. Excuse me, 07? No, I was a clean, good gentleman in 07.
You was? Shit, I was getting locked up and fucking the town up in 07.
No, 05. 05 was when I stopped my shit. 05.
Shit. You know that my lawyer literally told me that it would be a good idea to move out of Dutchess County. Literally told me that.
Well, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. Your lawyer, he was probably a white Jewish guy, right?
Yeah. But the thing about my lawyer is that I was friendly with his daughter.
That doesn't mean nothing. He's telling you to move out of Dutchess County because he knows as a person of color, you are bound to commit more crimes, and the judges know you.
County.
Nah. Well. Yeah, basically what you're saying, and you basically 100%.
You want to move to a place where the judges don't know you, because if you commit more crimes, especially where we grew up as a person of color or as a black guy, because you know those judges up there. You're black, they're going to give you.
And we're dealing with Judge Hayes. You know Judge Hayes?
I know Judge Hayes.
This is when Judge Hayes was getting ready to retire, and he was trying to hit a goal of giving out 1 million years. And he was very far from his goal. Anybody who was coming in his home was getting extra time.
The best part of his goal, it was 1 million years and 100,000 niggas. They didn't report that happened to paper.
Get the fuck out of there. There was a body count to that?
No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking.
Wait, Josh.
Yo, I almost went Super Saiyan for a second, bro. You have no idea how much that means to me, bro. I was one of those statistics, you know? But
you and me both. I was one of the million.
Where's Dutchess County?
This is where I truly understood about white privilege, yo. The reason why I didn't go to prison was because my lawyer told Judge Hayes, I know this kid. He's a good kid. I know him personally.
Well, it's who you know. Bro, like right now,
I knew him from working at All Sport. You understand what I'm saying? So he would come to the bar, and I would make him free drinks, and I'd put too much fucking liquor in his drinks, and he'd get in his car and he'd drive off drunk and shit. You know, like.
Well, that's that's how you're living in the community. You go to like a lot of black people. You don't see a lot of black people being prosecutors or judges or anything. It doesn't happen. That come from the community. A lot of white people
go to Newark. Go to Newark, New Jersey.
You know what that would do to a black soul, bro, to be the prosecutor? That's like being the executioner, bro.
Fellas, I got 2 great stories for you. Okay, so I'm a white boy getting in trouble in bad towns. East Orange, New Jersey. Okay? I don't know if you know East Orange, New Jersey, but it's not a white town.
It's far from Newark. I done been robbed in Newark.
Oh yeah, Newark. Okay, so Newark is my next story, but yeah, East Orange is like the next town over. See, I'm from.
With heroin?
Oh, dude, come on, man. Everywhere.
Gotcha.
I'm originally from a town called Caldwell, which saved my ass a couple times because that's where the county lockup was. But so, in East Orange, I got in trouble, got into a little fisticuffs. And there was a black lady judge who said, and the guy I beat up, he didn't, he came in and pressed all these charges, but he didn't.
Was that white guy? That was white on white crime we talking about?
Actually, yes, it was white on white crime.
Okay, continue.
So the judge wanted to, throw it. She goes, if I could, I would throw the book at you.
Why?
And just screaming and yelling at me.
But why? What you do to her? Why she so mad at you?
Because I'm white, and she didn't like white people.
First
Get the
question.
fuck out of here.
What time did you wake her up at? Was it civilian?
I was in
Black girls
court.
don't like the morning.
I was in court in East. Okay, Josh, if you don't know, boys, look up East Orange, New Jersey.
I don't give a fuck. But what time did she have to come in special to arraign you, or did you go to court?
No, I was in court. Like, you get your ticket and you got to go to court.
What time of day was it though?
It was when you go to court in the morning.
In the morning, like first thing, like when court first started.
Nah.
You have to go to. Okay, Josh, let me explain to you how court works. If you don't know how it works, let me explain to you. First, you get arraigned. Okay, you go to court one day, you get arraigned, and then they set a date for your trial.
See, I always fight at day one. I say bring the trooper, and I always get them dismissed.
Sir, I guess you haven't been in a lot of trouble in your life.
I do it all wrong. I just don't even show up to the court and let it.
That's why you got fucking warrant, bro. That's why
y'all don't give me a ride. I ain't wasting my Metro car to go to court.
Listen, man, I had to go to Newark, New Jersey, felony charges. Okay, now I played in a rock and roll band.
But felony charges, you went to court on your own, or jail brought you to court?
No, I went on my own because
I don't want to hear about your felony charges if jail didn't bring you.
But yeah, so this is what I'm saying. So you were the only one who caught the assault, or y'all both got an assault? Like, it was a. No.
Listen, I beat the shit out of the guy.
Okay. Now I understand. All right. So you caught an assault charge, not him.
No, me. So I beat the shit out of the guy. He pressed charges.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't get arrested.
Now I understand.
So now listen, Josh, keep your mouth shut.
Somebody up. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Getting into a fight means we hit each other.
No, I mean I like mopped the floor up with the dude.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I understand why the judge is mad. You were a violent savage.
Yes, absolutely. And Josh can attest to that. He knows. He's seen my. And I'm very medicated now to keep me from being a violent, antisocial savage who will rip your eyeballs out for looking at me funny. So I was in East Orange Court, and this was like a side of the road fight where I just beat this dude and stomped him with the boots and shit. And it wasn't like I got arrested, but they found out who I was, so I got that. You got to go to court. Right. So, but the guy never showed up, and the judge gave me this. If it was up to me, I would throw the book at you. I would give you the maximum sentence.
There was no victim. There's no victim. There's no crime.
Exactly.
She was mad. It was just a waste of her fucking time.
So now, fast forward a few years later, an actual buddy of mine, starts he got drunk and got pissed off because I was just chatting with the ladies and didn't introduce him to fuck you, get your own ladies, motherfucker. So we're walking, he lived about 2 blocks from the bar, and he starts putting his shoulder into me and fucking knocked me on the hood of a car. I was like, yo, stop, man.
Stop. I agree with you, bro.
And he did it again. Boom! Hits me into a fucking. I go, yo. So he comes at me, and I see him coming, and I just put my shoulder into him, knock him in the bushes.
Y'all breaking up.
Oh, no.
Is it mine?
Oh, it's got to be yours.
We're white. We pay our cable bill. We don't have to bounce on Wi-Fi.
So, Dwayne, you still with us?
Give him a second. He'll pop up on the next Wi-Fi network.
All right, man. I think Dwayne's going to enjoy this one.
We got to keep Dwayne. It was the first time we got him on. We've tried many times. I think Dwayne is the first person of color we've ever had on the show, right?
Yeah, he's the first blue guy we've ever had on. Look at him.
Oh, no, we had fucking, what's her name with the big boobs on?
Oh, Shaniqua.
Dude. They were scary looking.
I think Dwayne's gonna have to pop back in because he just popped off.
Oh, he messaged me. Hold on. Let me give him the phone line again. Hold on, we'll give him the phone number. How the fuck do I take phone calls? Hold on. I'm surprised we got him on the Google Hangouts. He actually.
Oh man, I think this is the greatest live stream of all times.
Oh, it's one of the best. See, we get to ask these honest questions, and we couldn't ask the obvious ones because we had some in the chat. Like,
Yeah, but it got more fun, like just goofing around.
oh yeah,
It was funny though. He's like, "Well, first of all, call the guy an African American gentleman." I was like, "Come on, man, just goofing."
oh, you gotta understand where he's from, though, bro.
No, I know, but I
Like,
didn't get to tell him that.
You don't understand your goofiness.
But I didn't get to tell him that, like, you know, because I know what that means. Like, I'm not stupid. And the guy walked away. I said, "Come here, come here." You know, so I'm like, "Come here," and I'm in a suit and tie, and I'm taking off my jacket. I'm untying my tie. I'm like, "Come here, come here," and my brother-in-law is trying to grab me. I'm like, "Get the fuck off of me!" I'm like, but he ran away like a pussy.
If he comes back, we'll give him a minute or two. If not, I'm gonna go eat my pizza.
Yeah,
Oh, this is a good drop news, man.
really good.
You get to understand the black. Like, see, does he think any different than me and you?
No.
Because he thinks the people like that look at him like just like we think. The white people go like, "Oh, let me pay your bus." These motherfuckers are crazy, but who are you to refuse free money?
You know how many black
That's
guys I
fucking
did for
stupid.
anything for? Zero. I ain't buying you nothing.
Bro, I think me and him, we could fucking do such a scam, like with people's like white guilt.
Oh man, you guys got to get to like put the minds together and just get something going, man.
Bro, I got such ideas. Him as
And give me like a kickback just for being cool.
he knows what it is. As long I just need his mouth. He's got to be the mouthpiece.
And send me 1% just for being cool.
We're gonna create this business. We are. This is happening, dude. I literally he said pour the 40 out, I thought my garbage can was right there, but I missed. It went all like I have swamp
Mr.
balls
PP
right now.
Pants.
I've been sitting here. I have swamp balls real bad right now.
Oh man, well listen, it was for a good cause. You know what I'm saying?
Pour the 40s out, you know.
Man, these beers are delicious.
The hams. Well,
Yeah,
does it taste like ham?
No, it just tastes like delicious beers. And it's cheap too. This is my favorite cheap beers. I got to tell the beer store to stock up.
Oh man, I had those old Englishes I was hiding. Ooh, getting a little stomach ache from that.
Yeah, you know what? Probably because
we gotta drown that from the Tiskies.
Yeah, listen, man. The ultimate white people are the Polacks.
That's true.
Who's whiter than Polacks? The Irish, white.
Oh shit. Hello? Hello, sir.
No.
What do you got? You got some ambulances behind you?
No. Is it loud? That shit just pass out. I'm on 96th Street and Broadway, so you know how that shit goes.
Did somebody get fucking shot or something? Jesus Christ.
Every 10 minutes.
At least it keeps the firefighters busy, keeps the white man having a job.
Man, not for nothing. I don't know about down here, but crime ain't been that bad. So last month, like 3 people got killed in my block, but I ain't heard too much lately, you know. But that was all the same people, so you know, it was just that's kind of like.
I remember the video you put on the Facebook that I stole for drunk news because it just, in all fairness, anything that African Americans do, I will take the video and just use it without permission. But that video when
so you like Vlad?
Oh yeah. So that video when those white people were invading your neighborhood and were protesting the cops, that was a good one.
Bro, I was kind of pissed off about that because I seen the propaganda behind that shit. That was just weird to me. Like,
yo, let me tell you something.
Like if you in all reality, cops. I know a lot of cops. They just working. They're not malicious. They're just trying to do their.
They're just another person with a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York City cops are not like the fucking cops you see these YouTube videos about. Like, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are, like I like to say, culturally diverse. You know, they from Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? They got, you know, they know all the stereotypes, but they know how to move and they know how to, you know what I'm saying? They know how to treat people. You know, they know.
One of my fucking best friends is a Puerto Rican New York cop who smokes weed.
And the funny thing about it, like, only time, you know, I don't really interact with uniforms, you know what I'm saying? Because I have no reason to. But yeah. I always, unfortunately, get fucking dealing with the undercovers, you know what I'm saying? So, and when they take you in, you literally, you know, they got to interview you and shit, and like, they gotta fucking talk to these people, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to, so. Me and the cops, we be cool. Like, we be mad cool. They be talking shit about the uniform. Like, you know, they be buying me food. They be buying me sodas. Like, they be cool. And then, because, you know, I have to train a lot. I don't like to pay for the MTA. So I do that a lot. Run into a lot of undercovers that way. You know, smoking in the street. You run into a lot of undercovers over here. And they be motherfuckers that look just like me. And I don't even believe they are cops and shit. They gotta prove it. But like,
can you believe? Isn't it fucking crazy how many people work for the fucking police nowadays?
Bro, like over here it's disgusting, bro. They got like I'm talking about 21-year-old Puerto Rican girls and undercover cops and shit. Well, like crazy shit. Like.
Yeah, well, you also see people, they want government jobs because supposedly government jobs pay so good. So the government, they want to make everybody a fucking employee. So, you know, you're going to tell on everybody, but you also be on the payroll.
Yeah, but you know what? Half those people still kick it with the gang they from.
Oh, yeah, and their cell phones are fucking tapped because they get their work shit. You call one number once, they'll tap your fucking
You know how many gang members are in the police department all over the country?
Oh, fuck yeah.
But whether they be bikers or like, you know, street gang members or, you know, the MS-13 fucking Puerto Rican.
Hold on, real quick. We got some questions for Dwayne that we haven't read in a while. Hold on.
Run them down.
Okay.
White people.
Okay, Dwayne. What if reparations were a coupon for 1 free McRib, 1 free grape drink, and 1 free Swisher Sweets blunt wrap?
What was the last one?
A free Swisher Sweets blunt wrap. So,
damn, bro, that's fucking hard. Hold on, say that again. I know I could get the soda. I could get the wrap. What was the first one?
A McRib.
Oh yeah, the McRib.
That's delicious.
And like basically,
isn't that discontinued?
It is, but
I can getting a McRib from.
I think they would bring it back for a special promotion for reparation.
Wait, I got a McRib story if you want to hear it, and it's very violent. Oh no,
you
not
fucking
violent.
me up with the McRib shit, bro. There's 3 different things. I need all 3 of those, bro. What about these? Can I get all of the above? Like,
no. That's what it is.
I'll pay for it. Damn, you're fucking up my night now. I need all 3. I need all 3.
At one time, you will have to forgive complete like white racism, but you will get 1 McRib, a 1 free grape drink, and 1 Swisher Sweet Bong wrap. Would you forgive white racism and all slavery and everything for that?
Fuck yeah, I'm getting all 3. Yo, I was ready to do it. I thought you meant I had to pick one.
No,
you crazy, my nigga. You crazy.
All of it.
Bruh, because it's just words. What you mean, forgive racism? I can tell you I forgive it. Okay.
Hey, wait, can I tell you my fun story about the McRib real fast? I was at a McDonald's, right? And I was like a teenage white boy, and there was like bunch of black dudes behind me, and I got the last McRib of the night. Oh,
God, bro! And they gave it to you?
They gave it to me.
It wouldn't even been your fault. I'm like, how you gonna give him the last McRib? Fuck out of here! Yo, you gonna get this nigga killed in here? You get him.
You're gonna give this teenage white boy who looks like a girl
way off you and scare the fuck out of you by not even talking directly to you. I was gonna tell the cashier that she was gonna get you killed, and you were gonna believe my threat way more than me telling you directly that I would kill you.
Oh man. It was in the 80s. This was in the 80s, dude. It was in the 80s.
And we would be friends while I eat my McRib.
Wait, what are you doing tonight in Harlem on this Saturday night?
Bro, I'm in Midtown. I'm on 96th Street in Broadway. I'm the only black person out here, and I'm screaming out here. I had to leave McDonald's because they were looking at me like, who the fuck is he on the phone with? And why the fuck is he saying the shit that he's saying? So I had to get away from them people. Because they thought I was fucking 12 times crazier than I am.
They're like, we're tourists.
They don't know the conversation we're having. We're like, you can't. Why is this so taboo to talk about that?
They can't even hear you guys, so they just only hear the fucking shit that I'm ranting. So
bro, if they heard us, they probably would have fucking called the cops.
I mean, it would at least make sense if they heard what you were saying.
Well, yeah, I'm asking you questions.
Make sense.
Yeah.
Yo, I can't believe y'all got me on the phone out here for so long. I was supposed to be home already. I'm still out here bullshitting with y'all, smoking and shit. Let me roll up another one. Fucking phone.
All right, roll up your another one. I'm gonna do a white man dab.
All right, and I'm gonna tell a fun story. I'm gonna finish the fun story where the guy was pushing me into cars. Okay, so we eventually
so you come. I missed the whole story you was telling earlier when my phone got disconnected. I missed it. What the fuck you was saying? You was saying some entertaining shit.
Yeah, so
about the car when you beat the motherfucker up.
Well, this is the second story. Yeah, the first story that all got dismissed because the guy never showed up. And the lady black judge wanted to throw the book at me. So this is the next story where walking home, this dude's like, he's my buddy, and he's like fucking putting his shoulder into me and knocking me like fucking on the hoods of cars and shit. And I said, yo, man, stop it. I don't fucking. And he did it again, and then he did it again, and then he did it a fourth time, and I fucking boom knocked him over the bushes. And then like his house was like a couple blocks away, walked up on the porch, and he goes and shoots at me, like puts his head down and runs at me. So I gave him a boot to the chest. Boof! Knock him across the porch. I said, stop it. Does it again. Comes and shoots at me.
It was like a pinball game with his fucking boot right to the chest.
Boot to the chest. Bang! And I'm like, stop. So I figure I see him slide. And I'm like, all right, so I turn my fucking back. Next thing I know, he's on me, snaps me into headlock. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like, yo, you better fucking let go. You better let go. And I grab him by the balls and I squeeze.
Oh.
Now, this motherfucker's drunk. He's like, oh, what are you doing?
If he's choking you out, you have the right to grab
him
by the balls.
You gotta do. I mean,
if you're
losing
your air.
Self-defense tactic. Yeah. That's one of the first
And I grab him by the balls and I squeeze, and he's drunk. He don't even
fucking his eye out. That was kind of nice of you.
So, actually, well, like I think without my balls, I could still get a boner, but I still would like to see too.
But okay, so I grabbed him by the balls, and he don't even feel it because he's so drunk, and he's like, ugh. And then he had long hair, so I grabbed him by his hair and pulled up, and like if you pull, like it just hurts. If you pull somebody with long hair, and he's like, "Oh, what are you, a faggot? You're grabbing my balls," and I scooped him up. I put my arm underneath him, and I stood up and threw him off the porch. Boom! And he's laying on the ground going, "Oh, you fucking faggot! You're a fucking faggot!" I go, "Yo, shut the fuck up! Don't you call me a faggot one more time!" He goes, "You're a fucking faggot!" So he had a table on his fucking porch. I flipped it over and I kicked the table leg off. And I go, "You call me a faggot one more time, motherfucker." He goes, "Fuck you, you faggot!" Whap! Right in the fucking eye. Cops show up, throw the fucking thing in the bushes.
Yeah. That's when you committed the crime.
That's a felony.
What?
Tarantino movie, bro. Yeah.
But
a table leg can be classified as a deadly weapon. Absolutely.
And if you're black, it would be considered an AK-47.
But you know what was cool? The cops didn't see me do it, right? And it was his word against mine. But then, like, he pressed charges, like, the next day when he got out of the hospital.
With the leg, because you could have said that you just punched him. And he just thought you hit him with something.
I would have just said
they found the table leg in the bushes, and it was like he had a slice, like it took 14 stitches. He had a broken fucking orbital bone. So he pressed his charges. I didn't get arrested because he didn't press charges on the scene, but he pressed charges. He went down and pressed charges. So I was out of state, like playing with my band, and I come home, and my mother goes, "You got a letter from Essex County Court?" I'm like, "What?" I open it up, fucking, I got to be in court to face these felony charges. I'm like, fuck.
You're like, huh?
I'm like, how much? Oh my God. So get me a lawyer. And go to the thing. You go to the thing where you get arraigned or whatever, and they're like, "How many tattoos do you have?" Because I didn't get, they didn't like book me.
Affiliated?
Exactly. They're like,
"Oh yeah."
So there's all that shit, and so I do that, and then I get my court date. I go there. The guy doesn't show up. Go again. They schedule it again. The guy doesn't show up. They kick it back to, like the town court. Guy doesn't show up, and the judge is like, I think there's some witness intimidation going on. I'm like, what? And so he schedules it again, and he goes, I still think there's I had to go like 4 times to fucking, but the guy never showed up. So
he sounds
innocent. I was innocent. I didn't do anything.
That's because you're white.
No, it's not because I'm white. Because the guy didn't show up. Because I was facing 10 to 20, son. You have to do 85% of the time because it's a violent crime. They don't give a shit how white you are.
I need to propose my business idea to Wayne. I think I have a way to where you can make money. Me and you, like we need to make an organization, like a social outreach organization, where I'm the unapologetic white guy and you're the unapologetic black guy. I think we could do.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, Well, I'm gonna go and be like, "Yo, I don't owe this motherfucker anything," and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, this motherfucker doesn't owe me anything because I can do my own shit. I don't need to blame white people or fucking slavery. I can make my own things."
That's some type of cootage. I can't do that, bro. I can't do that for you. I can do a lot for you, but not that. There could be backlash.
As a black man, do you feel that white people keep you down systematically, or what?
You see, Systematically, that's where you fucked up. Because systematically, yes, but not individually. You see what I'm saying? Like, not you.
Can you?
Not you per se.
I
fucking,
get that.
or John who works at Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
It's fucking,
see,
Judge Hayes and shit.
But
you know?
The systematic way, like, define what you mean by what is systematic for you, like, as white people keep it out systematically. I don't get it.
Perfect example would be like Dylan Roof, or like, like these fucking, when a white kid commits a crime and a black kid commits a crime, like, they'll literally say, like, yo, the jail environment is not safe for this young, frail white boy. Like, it's just not safe. So he can't be put in the general population for the same amount of time as Dwayne, because Dwayne can handle it.
Let me stop you right there. First of all, you've been in jail, right?
Yes.
If you go to those motherfuckers and say, I'm afraid, won't they lock you in your cell 24/7?
Who, like, I don't know.
If you do that? If you walked up to the COs and say, yo, I'm afraid of this guy, they will lock you in your cell 24/7, no matter what color you are.
But that's, you see, all right, first of all, that's the worst move a motherfucker could do in jail. Because now I'm going to taunt you. Like, if we have an issue, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have to just get it over with. Like, that's always the best bet. Because y'all stuck together. It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
That's when these people go to jail. They commit their crimes. They're so afraid of going to jail that they don't want to go to jail. They say they're afraid or they want to kill themselves. That's why these white kids that you feel are like snowflake, like, oh, the system's treating you with. No, they say they're afraid and they ask for protective custody. Just so like you could.
Saying so, okay. So what you're saying is that it's not the system saying that they need to protect these kids, is the kids copping a plea and saying, help me.
Yes, completely. They're scared.
That's...
Do you know what kind
I never looked at it from that point.
Do you know what kind of a pussy it takes?
At the same time, to offer the help or to give the help, it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing, because I guess if I could do it too, then it's not.
You would get the same help.
If I could go up in there and be like, yo, hide me, or I'm fucking pussy, help me, like, then,
I think you underestimate like the power you could get by telling people you're afraid. If you tell somebody you're afraid, you can get all types of special situations. You get special lockups in jail.
Man, you tell them you're Jewish, you get kosher food. That's delicious.
I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But go ahead. That's what we call checking in the PC. And when you check into PC, now it's like, all right, bro, when you get out of jail, you was that motherfucker who checked in the PC. Like,
who the fuck is
you know what I'm saying?
No, stop that shit. Who's gonna even fucking know unless anybody sees you there? And if they see
we gonna know, bro. We gonna know.
Okay. Let's go based off of where we grew up. You were in Dutchess County Jail, right?
Yeah. Exactly. How many jails do we have in Dutchess County?
That's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking, because we're in the same fucking jail. So what would be your definition of protected custody in that jail? Because I was in the crazy units. I was in the fucking 22, 21. I was all over that fucking jail. What's your definition of protected custody?
You ever been to one, though? You ever been to the jungle?
Stop it. I was the only white motherfucker in there. I was the only white one in there.
You was in there for smoking? Well, how you get sent to? How you get put in unit 1?
Because the first time I went to jail, I told them I was suicidal.
Gay.
Oh shit!
I wore the turtle suit the first week in there.
Gay.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got there.
Right there.
That was stupid. The second time I went to jail, when I was in there for the real long time, then that was okay. You just be normal and you're good.
Yeah. You tell motherfuckers
chess.
You can't even fucking jerk off, bro. Them motherfuckers got their eyes on you 24 hours. That's
bro. Listen.
Leave me the fuck alone after a while.
I did jerk off. I liked when they watched me. That was even more fun. Do you remember a motherfucker in Wappingers, Poughkeepsie named Jungle?
Yeah, I think so.
You know
Yeah.
you know
I met him through Jose. One day.
Jose.
I was with Jose and Nick Parecki. Not what the fuck is his name?
No, Parecki.
Nick
Parecki.
No,
that's a Polak.
Jose Parecki. And Nick Micus, yeah.
Yep.
I was with Nick Micus and Jose Parecki. I met Jungle.
Jose Parecki, that's like a Puerto Rican Polak.
Yeah, it sounds like a Puerto Rican Polak.
Yeah.
All the
It's
time.
kind of fun. I mingled with a whole lot of the drug circuit up there.
It was you got into the heroin yourself or no?
I mean, kind, sort of, yeah, but more.
What'd you sniff?
Down here, though.
What'd you sniff?
No, all that shit up there was like.
It was hard to get up here.
You know.
See, come to Newark, man. You guys should have came down.
I come from where they make the shit, so it's like, I don't like, I just feel like if a nigga from Poughkeepsie give you a bag of heroin, that shit have touched mad fucking people touch that shit before he got it. And God only knows how many times it's been cut.
You should have came. You should have came to Newark, man. You should have came to Newark.
Motherfucker who got it from his grandfather, like.
You should have came to Newark, man.
See, I agree with you.
Yeah, exactly. The Newark shit, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
That was.
I do anything out of Newark,
That was the fun stuff right there. Cheap $10, man.
Dwayne, we're gonna kill this show right now. So I want to ask your last final words as a black man being on the show. What do you got to say?
All right, let's get it.
No, I'm asking you. What are your final words as a black man being talked?
What do you want to say? What do you want to say to the white folk that are watching this?
Because there is no brown or fucking yellow or black people watching.
You're talking about to like the snow blind folk. Like, you see how white me and Josh are? That's your audience right here.
What do you want? What do you want to say to them?
I mean, there's just so much. There's just so much I could say. But at the end of the day, the one thing I can only say is that you guys will never, ever, ever get a nigger card from us. Like, never. And not because, y'all got a propaganda where y'all paid some stupid ass kid to make this song about let the white kids say nigger, and we're gonna kill him, bro. We're gonna kill him when we get a chance too. Like, so y'all better protect him because we're gonna kill him. But yeah, y'all ain't never gonna get that. I talked to everybody. We had a meeting about it, and they was like, no. So we tried. I'm sorry. But have a good night, guys. We gotta do this again sometime for sure.
Listen, we have to get together and do the maybe monthly or bisexual weekly. Who knows?
No. Dwayne, you have a good night, sir.
All right, Dwayne. Don't commit no felonies. All right, man.
Yo, I'm trying, bro. It's hard out here. Have a good night. I can't even wear my black hoodies after a certain time. Fucking Zimmermans out here and shit,
But fuck the white man. Fuck the white man.
Have a good night, buddy. That was probably that was the best interview of Drunk News ever.
I think that was the greatest thing that Drunk News has ever done, Josh. You have outdone yourself.
Well, you just gotta have friends. That's all it is.
I mean,
friends with strong opinions.
You think of the people that you have interviewed on the Drunk News. Couple of the. I mean, look, you got to admit that what's his name that died from the Trailer Park Boys. That was a good interview. Yeah, Leahy. He was always good with the 2 interviews, but I think this was one of the best ones, man. Josh, you've outdone yourself.
Mikey, keep up, faggot.
Listen, it's the Drunk News. It depends upon, but all right, folks.
All right, Gerbic said he came in late, so go rewatch it, you faggot, because it was a great one.
This was really good, boys.
All right, go fuck yourself.
Eat a dick.